Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
Hello, Canada and hockey fans of the United States and Newfoundland.
You're watching Samwelb experience.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? It's hockey time. It's hockey night, and we are going to have an absolute blast. So welcome in. Welcome to the show. I'm so excited to be here, and I hope you are as well. It is the final game of the preseason, and boy, oh boy, I can't believe we're at this time. I can't believe we're coming to the end of the line, the regular season, moments away. Why? Because it's coming up next week. The next week it gets going for real, and we cannot wait. So thanks for tuning in. It's the Wings. It's the Leafs. Last game of that preseason. Jen, what's going on? Lala's Place, hello there. NHL, what's going on? Chris, what's up? Daniel Barry in the house. Morgan, hello there. Bon, what's shaking? Good to see you. Victoria, hello there. Welcome in everybody. If you're watching along in the background, thank you for tuning in. It's been a wild ride. This preseason has seen its ups, its downs, its craziness, and a whole lot more, and it is really going to get crazy. Coming up Wednesday, it all starts for real for the Leafs on October 9th as they take on Montreal in the season opener for those two teams. It's going to be a doozy. Toronto's actually starting off the year with back-to-back nights. Toronto-Montreal, then Toronto-New Jersey on the 9th and 10th. We will have both of those games for you. I hope you'll join us for both of those as we get going. Now for the rosters tonight, as expected, Toronto being at home is really bringing out the red carpet. The Leafs going with Max Domi, Pontus Holmberg, David Kempf, Matthew Nyes, Reeves and Lorentz, Mitch Marner, Austin Matthews, Bobby McMahon, William Nylander, Max Pacioretty, Ryan Reeves, and John Tavares are your forwards. Absent Nick Robertson, who is day-to-day with an upper body injury, and of course Easton Cowan, who has played in every game up till now. Those two forwards getting a little bit of a break. Rich, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to everybody joining over on the Tiki Talkie. Thank you for tuning in, and of course, everybody on YouTube as well. For the D side, it's going to be Simon Benoit, Oliver Ekman Larson, Philippe Meyers, Morgan Riley, Chris Tanev, and Connor Timmins getting the call. And the goaltenders, Anthony Stolarz, who has been lights out awesome, and Joseph Wall, going to be the two netminders for the Leafs. We'll have to see how they're going to split time and what that situation is going to look like. Now, for the Wings, again, as expected, it's going to be a much smaller, younger group. We got Dries, we got Kaw, we got Snively, Watson, Rasmussen, Branzig, Nygaard, Danielson, Fisher, Mazur, Bergen, Soderblom, Volino for the forwards. On the defense, it's going to be Hall, Janssen, Tomastillo, Viro, Rafferty, and Wallander. And the goalies, Kosa and Huso, getting the call. Of course, the wings, like they always do, putting out a much smaller group for this last game because they are on the road. The NHL regular season has started overseas in Czechia, getting I always call it the World Series, but that's not right. It's the Global Series. The Global Series getting underway, and that is taking place right now. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but the New Jersey Devils having a nice, good start. Unfortunately, the Buffalo Sabres not enjoying their trip overseas, but we'll talk about that a little bit longer as things move along. But it is fun. It's always fun to get to this part in the season. Now, I saw somebody put in there, Cam, what's going on? Yes, so many injuries this preseason, a lot of injuries, and that's not something you really want to see, and that's not something we've traditionally seen in the past. We have, of course, seen a lot of injuries coming up in the preseason, but this year really seems to be an exceptional, I can't speak, a large number of injuries this year round, and it's pretty crazy. But hopefully a lot of these day-to-days will recover and they will come back and be okay. Greatest Leaf fan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And everybody on TikTok, welcome in. Thank you for coming in and joining us. We're waiting for this game to get underway. We're about 7 minutes or so from getting going. Of course, hopefully we'll get the anthems today. They ripped us off last game. We didn't get our anthems, and it's a big part of it. We love seeing the anthems, and they bring it across. Marshall, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Jeff, what's going on? Welcome in. The way the Leafs play tonight, again, it's going to be no reflection on what the regular season brings. Yes, they have most of their NHL bodies in the lineup tonight, with the exception of some of the folks that are currently day-to-day with injuries. But for the most part, we are going to see an NHL-ready Toronto Maple Leaf lineup. But if Detroit comes out and surprises them, we can't be shocked. We can't be upset by this. It's the last game of the preseason. We know this Leaf squad is not going to be going 100%. They're going to be going through the motions here. They're going to be making sure they get through this, get their legs under them, and hopefully, knock on wood, no more injuries. Aiden, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. So that's what we got from this game. Again, big time NHL roster for the Leafs and just a wee young roster for the Red Wings. A reverse of what we saw the other day, but hey, it was that young Leaf roster that played unbelievably well. It was real exciting to watch how they performed. And of course, the big SO coming from Stolarz. Wasn't he spectacular? Is he surprising anybody yet? Alan, what's going on? Calling the Canucks going to win the cup. Well, I don't know. I mean, if they can get off to the start they did last year, they'll have a heck of a shot. The Canucks definitely played well, but they kind of came down towards the end there. Duke, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. So when they get on the ice, when they get going, who are we looking to see? Who are we looking to really perform tonight? I'm expecting a good game from our PTO players, right? They got to sign. They got to get this done by Monday. We got Lorentz and Patch both in this game. Pacioretty, I think, is a lock. I think Patch is going to get done. Lorentz, I'm not so sure about. I'm kind of 50-50. I personally love his game. I like his game. I loved what he did on Florida. When he came into the lineup, he was able to bang and crash. He has some good hands when he needs them. So I like Lorentz a lot. But the question is, do they have the money? And who's going to be the odd people out? Now, rumor has it, Connor Timmins is being shopped around, and that's probably why he draws into today's game. We also heard Calle Jarnkrok might be being shopped around, as is David Kampf. Somebody is going to have to move to create some roster spots for Pacioretty and Lorentz if they're going to make it happen. Not to mention salary cap. We need a few shekels to make this happen as well. We need some coinage. So who's going to be that odd person out? What is it going to be? The other story, of course, we're not going to get to see him today, but we saw him all preseason long, is Easton Cowan. Easton Cowan really did not live up to expectations, in my opinion. Last year, I thought he had a much better preseason, However, this year, I thought it was a little lackluster. I think he put a ton of pressure on him, and he just didn't pull it through. So we're going to have to wait and see what is coming up and what it's going to be. So I really want to know, will they sign these guys? What's going to happen with Cowan? Those are the stories we're waiting to see come through on Monday. Fred, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. And again, everybody on either social media platform, wherever you're watching us from, thank you for tuning in and being here. Blended says trade Liljegren and the cap issues are settled. So, Blended, I'm on the fence. And Colin, I'm with you. I hope Jurgen Krok, they can find a way to hang on to him. But I'm on the fence with Liljegren. Liljegren has, sometimes he just shows so much. You're like, wow, this kid really can be the future. He's going to be a solid defense. He's really kind of growing and building and developing. B. Disney, what's going on? Vendetta, hello there. But then at times he makes some mistakes. And listen, people make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. But sometimes those mistakes are like, oh, you should know better. Don't do that. So I'm kind of on the fence with Liljegren. He's definitely had a chance to prove himself. We'll have to see exactly what he's going to do and how he's going to make it look. So it's going to be very interesting to see exactly what this squad is going to do. Sam, I want to compliment you on always being on time. Oh, B. Disney, thank you so much. I try. I literally just finished dinner, scarfing it down and cleaning up, and then we jumped on. But yes, I hate being late. And if I am ever going to be late for a stream, I will definitely make sure that I give everybody some notice to say, hey, we're not going to be starting on time. But thank you, B. Disney. I appreciate that. Axeman, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Mark, what's up? Mark's coming in, hoping the Red Wings turn it around. Was a little disappointed the other day, but he's hoping those Wings can pull something through. So, Mark, welcome back in. Great to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks everybody for being here. Now, do me a favor. Whatever platform you are watching on, make sure to hit that thumbs up for it. Hit that thumbs up. It's free to do. It helps us out. So if you're on YouTube, it's that little thummy. If you're on TikTok, just tap that screen. It certainly helps us. And of course, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. That is free as well. So game time is coming up in just a couple of minutes. I got to say, I'm a little disappointed. I don't think we're going to get the anthems. I think they're skipping the anthems right now. That's very disappointing. Rich says, I saw Easton Cowan in a bunch of London Knights games this season. Team was really good. Players make space out there. Yeah, oh my gosh, Rich, what he did last season was absolutely bonkers. He was absolutely incredible. Loved what we saw. And that Easton Cowan is kind of what I expected to see here in this preseason. Now, obviously not at the same level. You go from, the London Knights to the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's a big jump in skill. I expected, though, some of those hands to continue over. Like I said, what he did last year blew my mind. I couldn't believe this kid was pulling off this stuff. I was a little disappointed I didn't see the same from him this year. But again, he's a kid, right? The problem with Easton Cowan is he doesn't go to the AHL. He's not going down to the Marlies. If he doesn't stick with the Leafs, he has to go back to the O and play with the London Knights. Do you think Mayers make the team? Randy, Mayers has been playing well. He's been playing well, but no, I do not think he is going to make the team. They just don't have room. That's the problem. Same with Niemela. Niemela, now, he's another one who didn't perform to the level I kind of thought he would from what we saw in the prospect tournament. But Niemela, again, he gets sent down as well. They just don't have space. Now, these guys certainly will get their shot at some point, but space, cap space, and roster spots are just a big issue right now. So some things will have to change in order for these guys to get their fair shake. Now, of course, they can stick around. If they can make it work dollar and cents wise, they can stick around. I think they can play 9 games before they're declared a rookie. So don't be surprised if Cowan doesn't stick around for a few games into the regular season and then they make a decision on him. So lots of balls in the air, lots of juggling going on. Of course, there's some contract extensions that are being in talk as well. And just coming in, the starters, Husso and Joseph Wall, are going to be your starters tonight. So Wall is going to be the starter. The question is, will he play the full game tonight, or are they going to split the duties? And it looks like, yeah, they're not going to give us our anthems. Boo, boo. Let's go over to the game screen and get ready. I'll finish my thoughts as we go, but let's get things ready to rock and roll. And here we go. Getting things set. The lights are on. They're at center ice, ready to drop the puck. Pacioretty gonna start this one. He's got 2 goals, 5 points in 3 games. A lot of those points courtesy of Nick Robertson, who's been absolutely amazing, and they've been on a great path together, those 2 players. Let's play some hockey, shall we? Leafs, Red Wings, about to start now. Bobby McMahon, Pontus Holmberg, and Pacioretty, the 3 forwards for the Maple Leafs, and here we go. Detroit off the scramble draw. They're going to flip this one down into the Maple Leaf zone. In here on the forecheck, but Toronto going to pick it up. Bobby McMahon, bad pass, can hit Pacioretty, and the Wings going to dump this one right back in. Coming around behind wall into the corner, Toronto, Holmberg trying to pick it up, trying to move this one around. Richard, good evening. Welcome in, coming in with the 10-pounder. Good evening, Richard. Thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Get those stick taps flowing for Richard. Toronto going to slow it up behind their own net. Going to hang on to this one. Ekman Larson, he's going to carry this one up. Here's Ekman Larson down to the far side. Leafs going to dump it in. Matthew Nyes coming in. He's going to wrap around. Matthews going behind the net. Can't get him the puck. Nyes, Marner, and Matthews, the trio now for Toronto. These 3 expected to start the regular season together. Matthews, your new captain, going to come away back to the point to Riley. He passes it over. Toronto working the perimeter. Down to Marner. Marner going to dump this in the corner for Nyes. He was tied up. Riley comes in to pitch. Brett, what's going on? Welcome in. UVO, welcome in. Detroit going to steal this one. They're going to work it far side of the ice, and here come the Wings. Out past Matthews, 3-on-2, into the Leaf zone. Little toe drag and a shot. Doesn't get to wall, drops down in front. Marner going to play this one into the corner. Wings back to the point. Here's big Justin Hall. Justin Hall's shot, that's deflected wide. Tanev, he's going to move this one ahead. Can't wait to see what Tanev's going to do in this regular season. He's looked good in this preseason. And the puck is going to hop into the Wings door as that was open. All of our widgets starting to populate, starting to calculate, starting to get it up and going. Sometimes they're a little slow, but hey, that is A-okay. And again, apologize on TikTok. I know you guys can't actually see the stuff we have going on, but come on over to YouTube. We have you covered. Here come the Leafs off the draw. Going to dump this one down in the corner. Rebound is going to come out. Wings play it around. This is going to come out, and it's picked up by Simon Benoit. Benoit, he's going to back this one up, play this across. Back to Benoit. He's going to tip it over the line up to Domi. Domi can't put it in. Leafs come in. I thought that should have been offside. It was not called. Willie Nylander with it now. William, he's deking around. Back to the line. Here's a long shot knocked into the corner. Toronto with it. Domi. Tavares. Battling here. Trying to get this one through. This is going to come around. Tavares kicking it out to middle of the ice for Willie. Willie with a shot. That one steered aside. Tavares, Nylander, and Domi also expected to start. And here's a quick shot from the slot from Willie and a nice save. Nylander, they talked about Nylander and Domi being together. We assumed Tavares would be the third line center since he did so well at that last year. But coach has said right now, as it sits right now, Tavares will start the year with Domi and Nylander. So this second line will stay intact. Domi, Nylander, and Tavares. So we're waiting to see how the bottom 6 is going to shape up. John, what's going on? Welcome in. I am good, thank you. Off the draw, this coming back. Toronto has it just inside their zone, playing it up. David Kemp curling. Ryan Reeves has it. He's going to put it in. Kemp, he's going to get past the defender, breaking in. Can't catch up to the puck. Coming around, grabbed by Lorentz. He's going to play it down to Kemp. Kemp in the corner. Has it, escapes, lets it go. Ryan Reeves cycling it back down for Kemp. He has to cut off his man. Reeves battling, comes to the side of the net. Lorentz couldn't get a stick on it. Reeves couldn't. David Kemp, he goes behind the net. He's kicking it free. Reeves coming in to help. Bowls over his man. This coming around this side. Reeves cycling to the front. Now he goes in the corner. Reeves with a nice play. Kicks it aside. Tries to play it in front of the net. Could not do it. Wings clear it to the line. A nice little pinch up here. by Philip Mayers. He's going to hold this one in. Leafs putting it around down in the far corner. Kemp back in here. Kemp going in. Wings going to pick it up. They're going to move this one across. Here comes Detroit Rock City. They're going to move this one up, flipping it into the Leaf zone. Leafs there to work this one through very quickly, and just like that, they get it to the line. Oh, it's held in with a big shot, and the Red Wings score on a broken play. Unbelievable. The Red Wings on a broken play fire this one, and it just finds a way through the goaltender. I think this was deflected right in front of him. Did Fisher get a piece of it? Yes, he did. It comes to the line. They can't clear it. A shot right from the point. Fisher with a gorgeous redirect past Joseph Woll. That is not a good start for this squad. Not a good start for Joseph Woll as the Red Wings take a 1-0 lead here. Oh my goodness, Christian Fisher. What a tip. Textbook redirect. Here comes Benoit. Benoit going to play this one up and out. He's going to play this one in the corner, trying to bring this around. Bobby Mack, he's going to steal it away, trying to go behind the net to patch. Can't do it. Timmins coming up to pinch. He gets knocked down. Going to try and chip this one out. Now Holmberg going to play this one back in. Husso going to wrap it around behind the net, trying to pick this one up. Toronto can't keep it in. The Wings playing it to the line, and this coming all the way down the ice. Here comes Toronto again. They're regrouping, looking to move it up. Philip Mayers, he's going to send this one down. Pass was too far out of the reach for Matthews. Matthews with a nice little stick check. Stole it momentarily, and the Wings going to get it back and clear this one all the way down the ice. Ooh, not a good start here. Yeah, Jesse, I agree with you. It was a tough save. It was a tough save seeing it on the replay. Seeing the first camera, it was hard to tell what happened, but seeing on that replay, it was a beautiful redirect. Fisher had all the time in the world to put that puck where he wanted. Down in the corner, here comes Mitch Marner. He's going to pick it up, getting it over to Nyes. Nyes going to play it back for Larson. He's got to dump it in. Marner looked like way offside. The Leafs going to tag up. They're going to make some changes. 2 shots for Toronto, 1 shot for the Wings, and they scored. Thank you so much, John. Here's Nylander spinning around. Willie gives it away. Detroit couldn't connect that pass. Going to bank it off the boards, this all the way down the ice. Domi racing in here as Husso plays it ahead. Domi throwing a hit, and the puck going to come down the ice. Is it going to go far enough for icing? It does, but they say no icing call. Tanev back to pick it up. Here comes Tanev, going to carry it ahead. Cross ice to Riley. Riley going to dump this in, hits the wing body just inside the line, and the puck bumps down. I really like this pairing of Riley and Tanev. I think they're going to be very, very effective. Here they come, the Leafs. Nylander has to hold up as Tavares went offside. Benoit going to carry it in, dumps to JT. He's going to take a half slapper, and there's a broken stick coming through as it's deflected up and out of play. John Tavares getting some reps in. He was a little banged up as in one of the earlier games. He kind of took a hit and his leg got all tightened up on him and it was a little uncomfortable. Matthews eluded a hit here in that last shift as well. So Detroit definitely coming, definitely bringing the physicality. Mr. Holmgren, welcome in. Welcome to the show. So face off in the Red Wings zone. 14:05 to go here in the first. 1-0 Detroit. Toronto going to play this one in. They're going to cycle it around. Down low in the corner. Benoit trying to get in and pinch it. He gets it to Lorentz. Lorentz is in there. Reeves is in there as well. Detroit doing a good job tying this one up. Wallinder right on the boards doing a great job. Going to come far side. Held in by Timmins. But a horrible pass across. And this comes out, and now a big giveaway here. Oh, Benoit, that was not a pretty play. Leafs able to recover and get that puck back. Cross ice pass, Timmins up to the line again. Not a good play here by Timmins. Timmins struggling in the early part of this game. This is going to be tipped down into the corner. Leafs back to get it. Timmins again. Going to reverse it to Pacioretty. He just deflects this one out of the Leaf zone. Second effort, getting this one up. Holmberg, he's going to reverse this down into the corner behind the net. Pacioretty after it, can't catch up to it as the Wings going to bring it up to the line. Bobby McMahon looking for it, didn't see it. The Wings have it back in their own zone. Thank you so much, Greg, for hitting that like. I appreciate it. And, of course, thank you for being here.
straight line skater.
Detroit sending this all the way down the ice. Wall setting it up. Here comes Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson on the move. Slowly going to play this one up. Again, an errant pass. Detroit going to pick this one up, and here they come. Up over the line, the wings, into the Leaf zone, sending it around behind the net. Ekman Larson with a nice little takeout of Veleno. Coming around behind the net, Myers picking it up. He's going to clear. It takes a long hop. Finally, Toronto's able to get it. Oh, my gosh. What's with the giveaway passes here? Tavares giving that one away. Here come the wings. Cross-ice pass and a nice glove save. Joseph Wall getting that glove up as Tavares did not make a nice pass. Gives that one away. And Joseph Wall absolutely robs the Red Wings with a beauty glove save. That was special. That was a nice glove save. John, the regular season for Toronto kicks off on Wednesday, October 9th. Antonio, how's it going? Wednesday, October 9th, the Toronto Maple Leafs take on the Montreal Canadiens. Our regular season week is actually kicking off on Tuesday this week. We got 5 games in 6 nights coming for you. It all starts October 8th with a playoff rematch. The Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers taking on the Boston Bruins. I imagine we're going to get a Stanley Cup champion banner raising ceremony to start that game. So we're going to raise the banner. Then we're going to get the Panthers and the Bruins. That's going to be followed Tuesday the 9th with Toronto-Montreal. October 10th, Toronto-New Jersey. October 12th, the Saturday night is Pittsburgh and Toronto. And then last but not least, to close out our opening week, October 13th, Battle of Alberta, Calgary, and Edmonton. So we got an unbelievable week scheduled here on the channel. We'll make sure to post it. We'll make sure to post what our week is going to look like. We will also put up a little prediction video of how we think these games are going to go for our picks of the week in the games we're going to cover. Something we're going to try and do week after week after week. We're going to take a look and see if we can put out a little picks of the week. Who we think's going to win, who we think's going to lose. And we're going to have some fun with it this year. So if you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you're new on TikTok, welcome in. Make sure you are hitting that thumbs up for us, hitting that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe. I'm so sad the Bruins are having contract troubles. Yeah, that's right, Rich. Boo-hoo, right? So sad. That's right, Duke. And make sure that bell is set to all so you get those notifications. You don't want to miss out. Sometimes we may have a bonus game that pops up, and it'll be good to get that notification.
If he stays healthy, which has been a challenge.
All right, 12:20 to go. Matthews in to take this draw. He's going to win this back, but it's going to get blown down, and we're going to drop this one again. The Wings jumping out to an early lead here, 1-0. Only 2 shots on net for each team, and we're getting close to the halfway mark of the first period.
Goal save above average per start.
Let's get them going. Matthews, the second attempt, loses that one. The Wings fan on it in the slot. This one going to roll into the corner. Tanev can't get up on his man, coming around to the point. Hall going to keep it in for the Wings. Riley doesn't go to the corner. Marner backtracks, gets this one to Riley, and the Wings going to take this one away. Battling on the far side of the field, Detroit. Johnson going to keep this one in for a moment. Now Toronto brings it out. Little flip pass by Marner into the corner for Matthews. He gets spun around. Marner over to Nyes. Nyes shooting, and that one is deflected into the corner. Nyes with a nice opportunity. Here's Matthews. Matthews takes another bump. Comes behind. Matthews walking out in front, hits the side of the net. Justin Hall going to rush this one up, and he has it taken away by Matthew Nyes. Nyes turning around, and he's going to get taken into the boards. He passes it across to Marner. Marner has it taken away, and this line going to go make some changes. 11.5. 11.5 to go here in the first period.
Montreal tried it, so
So welcome in. Thank you for being here.
Not great for any of the
Here comes Detroit up and over the line, bringing this one in. Little crisscross shot. That one gets blocked and taken away. Down in the corner, here comes Timmins. Timmins going to work it through the middle. Now it's a cross ice pass. Toronto racing for it. Can't get there in time. Detroit clears. The Maple Leafs pick up the loose puck, and they're going to move this one back. Benoit going to play it across. Here's Timmins. Timmins going to work this ahead, banking it off the boards to the line. Pacioretty putting this in. Lorentz going down in the corner. He's looking to come away with it. He can't do it. Detroit spinning around, and here come those wings again. The wings on the move. They hit the red line. They're going to roll this one in. Timmons going to turn around, grab it, play it up. Here's Lorentz. He's going to play it in before taking a hit. And a big bump here by Rafferty. Down around behind the net. Vero's going to slow it down. He's going to look, play it up, far side, and here come those wings. Cross the center ice line, into the Leaf zone, dumping it over, into the corner. Rasmussen playing it down low, going behind the Leafs net to Fisher, who is your goal scorer earlier today. Puck is going to be redirected. Pacioretty gives this one away. You know, there's a lot of giveaways we're seeing, and I can't wait to see this giveaway stat at the first intermission. I guarantee you it's not going to show all the giveaways that we are seeing here. Whoops. Down in the corner, trying to bring this one through.
Works that free for Copp. Picked up by Fisher.
Back over the line. Fisher going to bring this one out to the line. They're going to roll it in. Tanev back to pick it up for the Maple Leafs. Under 10 to go in the first period. Tanev going to carry this one out. Slides it through the middle to Tavares. Tavares working in. Domi set a little bit of a screen. He couldn't pull the trigger though. Tanev playing this one down to Domi. Puts it in the corner for Tavares. Back up to Willie. Willie coming in. Shot right on. Nylander picking this one up. And if you've watched the first episode of the new show on Amazon Prime, NHL Face-Off Inside the NHL, it kind of featured William Nylander, and it was a really good episode. I highly recommend it. Here it comes Veleno, 3-on-2, the wings into the Leaf zone. High slot, here's a shot. That one gets blocked and not through. Nylander going to drop it long pass to Domi. Domi trying to get around the lone Red Wing defender, Hall. Couldn't do it. Veleno coming back to pick it up. He's going to keep it away from Nylander and play this one all the way down the ice. In the corner, Timmons back to get it, but the wings on them. Bergen coming in real quickly. That's picked up by Benoit. Benoit up to Matty Nyes. Nyes going to carry this one over the red line. He's going to flip this one up and down in the corner. Wings going to play this one around. Can't get it out. Marner back with it. Mitch, he's cycling. Going to put it to Matthews. Matthews spinning away from his man. Matthews, cross ice to Marner. Marner looking to pass it again. Marner, he's now going to turn direction. Look out, almost run right into Matthews. Marner rolls it in the corner. This is Matthew Nyes going to cycle it down for Marner. Marner in the corner. Wow, Marner, Nyes, Matthews. Tongue twister line as there ever was one. Here comes the Red Wings up over the line. They're going to drop this to the open ice. Matthews takes a shot at his man, showing some frustration. 8 minutes to go here. 4 shots for the Maple Leafs, 3 now for the Red Wings. Ekman Larson, he's going to turn. He's going to make a nice little pass up across. Coming over the line is Lorentz. Lorentz going to spin around, cycle this one down deep. Keeping this one in, holding it in, working the sideboards on the far side. Again, bodies flying everywhere. Reeves going to put his man in. Reeves putting in front. They score! Ryan Reeves, the playmaker, comes through. What a pass, and Lorentz going to get the goal to tie this one up. Who knew Ryan Reeves had playmaking ability? Steven Lorentz, what? What a play. That was awesome. What a play. Ryan Reeves to Steven Lorentz. A little bit of a give and go. Lorentz floored his man, and the cycle comes through. Reeves with the hit, puts it in front for Lorentz. Lorentz says, hey, show me the money. Take me off the PTO. Give me that contract. He comes in with a big goal to tie this one up. Your fourth line is doing things that they need to do. The skill line, Rich. Yeah, the skill line. That was awesome. And here comes Bobby McMahon. He wants to keep it going, bringing this one down deep in the corner. Emidu, welcome in. Good to see you. Woohoo is right. Here comes Toronto, still looking for more. Tanev going to play it in the corner. Couldn't get it to Pacioretty. McMahon coming up to tie up his man. He puts it towards the net, but nobody was home. The Wings clearing this one out and down the ice. 7 minutes to go. We are all squared at once. 1-1. Leafs going to dump this one in from the center ice line. Tavares coming in. He gets tripped up. The puck rolls on Husso, and he's going to hang on to it. For anyone counting along at home, that's Lorentz's first goal of the preseason. 6:53 to go, and it is 1-1 hockey game. What an absolute beauty of a play. That was sweet. Now, if you're just coming in, Alan, what's going on? Sweet, what's going on? Welcome in. Rick, how's it going, buddy? Rick, hope you are doing well and had a great summer. Hope everybody's had a great summer. Make sure you are hitting those thumbs up, though. Hit those likes for us. And if you're not already following, not already subscribed, make sure to hit those subscribes. Definitely what's going on. Yeah, absolutely. What a goal. What a beauty. Not the guy I would have picked to have the opening goal in this game. But Reeves Lorentz, he's been playing decent all preseason long, and it's about time that he put one in. That was nice to see. I know Mark is out there right now cursing, not happy the Leafs tied that up. But they're out shooting them right now, 6-3. The Leafs have got it going. They found their groove after a little bit of a slow start, and they really have it going. They're leading in shots. They're leading in hits. Face-offs are about even. We will go through all the stats at first intermission. We'll break it all down, and we'll talk about it. Who's playing well, who's not playing well, what we like to see. Jonathan, what's going on? Welcome in. That's right, sweet. Go, Leafs, go. And to let you know, if you are in the chat, and sorry, TikTok, this is a YouTube thing. If you're in the chat on YouTube, you're earning points just by being here, and this is the last day for points. Points will be cleared on Tuesday morning. Points will be reset Tuesday morning. Check your points by typing !points in the chat. That will tell you how many points you've earned. Then you can redeem your points to bring up the various graphics on the screen. You can bring up the Go Leafs Go. You can bring up the Let's Go Red Wings. All you have to do is type !redeem followed by the code word. Colin, what's going on? Lorentz is a keeper. He's locked up that fourth spot, in my opinion. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. He's a guy, Colin, we got to keep. There's another Colin. What's going on? Both Collins here today. Ben, what's up? Welcome in. All right, let's get set. Nylander coming in to take the straws. Tavares gets waved out. Willie wins it back. Ekman-Larsson, he's going to flip this one down in the corner. This coming around, picked up here by Mazu, or he's going to flip it out. Toronto in the neutral zone looking out. Had to be careful there. They almost gave it away. Willie now can't handle the pass. They do give it away. Puck really bouncing. Here's a blast right on, and Joseph Wall down in the butterfly is going to smuggle that one and hang on to it. Mudo just stepping into that. Sorry, Tumisto stepping into that one, and Wall getting down and making a nice save. Again, he hasn't been tested a lot, but he needs to get his shots, because right now, when you look at Wall and you look at Stolarz, in my mind, Stolarz is the guy. He's just played better than Wall in this preseason. The Matthews line coming on now to take this draw. They win it back. Benoit sending it around. Marner going to chop at it. Comes to the line. Hops over Matthews' stick. Second effort. Marner going to get this one out and down to the wings line. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Much appreciation. Down in the corner, Timmins worried about the body. He needs to get the puck. Going to cycle it around out of Benoit's reach. And it's picked up here by Knies. Knies to Matthews. He takes off the skate. Kicks it too far ahead. Now he's chasing it down. Matthews working hard to get in there. He gets tied up. Toronto cross-ice pass. Can't get it. Nobody in front. Everybody tied up. Marner had the right idea, though. Back to the line. Marner covering. He's going to send it in from the point. Knies screening in front. Ekman-Larsson to Matthews with a slap pass. And Marner just got a piece. Didn't get all of it. Trying to hold this one in. We get a call. We get a whistle. And it's going to be an offside call.
5:43 to go.
But what a pace here. They're going to take another commercial break. 5:43 to go in the opening period. We are tied at ones. And this is a phenomenal paced game. Walt gives me nerves, not about his ability, just about his injuries. Super talented goalie, though. Yeah, Colin, he has definitely had some injury issues. Definitely some injury issues. And we don't know why, right? Is it something in Joseph Wall's practice regime that is causing him to get injuries? Is it his day-to-day that's causing the injuries? Is he not stretching properly? What is the issue? Why has he been so injury-prone? Charlie, hello there. Welcome in. Hopefully, that is behind us and we don't have to worry about it anymore. But if you watched a lot of Panther hockey last year, and I know Bobrovsky really paved the way. He really led the way and played the majority of games. But Stolarz getting in 16 games, he played really good. Stolarz has always had decent numbers. Now one could argue, hey, he's always had a pretty good defensive core in front of him. But hey, he has shown here in the preseason, because he's played with kind of, I don't want to call them the B squad, but he's played most of the away games, right, with the B squad. He didn't have all the NHL stars in front of him, and he's looked great, right? He had the one shutout. The last game before that, he pretty much had a shutout till really, really late in the third. So he's been unbelievable, and I think he's going to be the guy. You know, I was worried about this goaltending tandem in the offseason, and now that I'm seeing it in action, I have more faith in Stolarz than I do with Wall, and I hope they're going to split things. I hope it's going to be more even unless one guy really starts dominating, and then they kind of get the nod, take that lead. Must be his day-to-day routine. It'll have to change. Comes across as a guy who hasn't had a goalie coach who can get his habits changed. Yeah, I mean, they got to figure it out, right? They got to figure it out, and they will. They will. Listen, Wall's still developing. He's still got lots to develop, lots to learn. Will Alex Nieder play against the Habs? No, John. So
SOS
disappointing. Nylander will be sent down. He will be playing with the Marlies. We did not get to see a Nylander brother line. I was hoping we'd see that. This coming around, M. Hines. So Sider played the last game because Detroit is on the road. They've dressed a small lineup, a young lineup.
They would have won it at some point then.
All right, back at it. Lorentz with it behind the Wings goal. He's going to bank this off the boards to the line. Here's Tanev with a blast right on. Nice save. Big rebound. Ryan Reeves is digging. It's free. Reaver goes down, and the Wings going to bring this one out. The Leafs' fourth line getting close again. This down in the corner. Wings coming in, throwing the body, but they don't get the puck. Going to play this up. Wing steal, long pass. Gets Morgan Riley, who is out by the blue line as a defender. Why wasn't he deeper in his own zone? Yeah, Rick, this line looks real good. Putting it across. Nice little stick lift. Toronto going to get this one free. We got a penalty coming up. Hooking call coming up. Oh, Pacioretty was jumping. He was buzzing, ready to burst.
So when you're going to make
Marty
a change,
oh yeah, sweet. Marty Jones played really well for us when we needed to last year. It's unfortunate he's not going to be with us this year. So Bobby McMahon, he's going to get the penalty. Bobby McMahon going to the box, picking up a hook on Fisher. And Pacioretty was just about to break free. John, what's going on? Welcome in. So the Leafs penalty kill will get some additional work here. Let's see what they're going to do in this 1-1 hockey game here. Under 5 to go in period number 1. So let's see. 2 minutes on the board for the Red Wings. What can they do with it? So Matthews taking the draw. And the Leafs going to win it and send this one all the way down the ice. Down in the corner. Trying to take a look. Wings, Rasmussen passing it across, up over the line, into the Leafs zone. Here's a long shot knocked down in front. And they're going to clear this one out again. Good job here by Toronto early on the penalty kill. A couple plays. Getting it down. The Wings going to try again. Johnson going to bring this one up. Misfires the pass. Myers going to get it. He's going to take the shot. And they get it out again. This is exactly what they need to do. Yeah, Antonio was a bad penalty. Phil, what's going on? Isn't it crazy that Revo is already a third of the way to the Gordie Howe hat trick? Just like that. Yeah, Gordon, they need to. Wings setting it up at the blue line. Working it over to the half boards. Now back to the line. Cross ice pass. Snevely wants it. Comes in front. Pass across. Wall blocking, but a nice play by David Kemp. He's going to steal, and another penalty. And it looks like David Kemp is going to get it. He's going to go to the box now. Kemp, not a fan of this call as Bergeron. He gets taken down in the corner. So, nice passing by the Red Wings. They had a chance.
And it's not a hard
So
one,
it's
but
not a
if you
hook,
play,
it's a
you know
cross
that
check,
the
a little
push-up
shove
hits almost
in the
down.
back, a little shove at
It's
the
both
back of the
dangerous
pants from
and
David Kemp.
really can
That's a penalty
knock
all
you
day
off
long, but I
balance.
got to tell you, it's almost never called.
David Kemp tried to give the little shove.
That is almost
Did not
never
get
called.
away
Looks
with
like
it.
our
It's a good
stats
run
are
here.
broken, so we'll wait
54
for those
seconds, 5-on-3.
to come back up momentarily.
And watch this guy,
So
Branson
5-on-3
shoot
now.
the puck.
5-on-3.
He's gonna be playing
Let's
on the
see
left
how
point.
this is
He
going to
can
be played out.
absolutely hammer it.
We saw him at the World Championship last year in Prague.
Off the draw, Detroit bringing this one back. Toronto playing the triangle, one man high, two low. Now they're cycling around. Quick shot and a glove by Joseph Wall, 82 miles an hour. Gonna
And that's
flash
not
the
even
leather
good
and
play
bring
on
that
a
one in.
5-on-3. You know, it's a slow-moving play.
Colin,
One time in the puck.
already.
Yes, you can shoot it.
But hey,
And
this is
basically
good
what you're
practice.
saying
This is something
I
we
think I
need
could
to
score
do.
on a
Just sent a gift. Oh, thank you so much for the gift. On TikTok, I appreciate that.
You have to have a pretty great shot to be able to do that.
Thank you so much.
Takes the return pass.
D. Smith for sending the heart.
Pitch and catch it
Much
back to
appreciated.
Danielson. Anderson, a first-round
Here
pick
come the
couple years
wings
ago,
back
plays
to the
it back
line.
across. Branson
Setting it up.
Kniegard.
30 seconds left. Here's a shot. 30 seconds of the two-man advantage. 3 minutes in the first. Cycling it around. Still high triangle. Coming in front. Oh, they hit the side of the net. Bergeron had a chance, but he just couldn't put that one in. Pass coming across. The wings. They're passing. Hurting them now. This shot getting blocked. 7 seconds of the two-man advantage. Cross ice. Here's a blast. Another block shot. Toronto putting the body on the line here. Another shot. Down in front. Coming back. Another shot. And this one goes wide. And now it's a 5-on-4. So we get one man back. 5-on-4 situation. Wings still with it. 50 seconds to go. 50 seconds to go. Benoit, Lorentz, Tanev all been on for 1 minute 15 seconds. And they can't clear. Now they do. And one man able to change. Two men able to change. And the Wings coming in shot. Great save. Another shot. And somehow this stays out. Wall makes the first save and it comes across up against that post. The Wings putting pressure, but Toronto holding the puck out. As Branson Kniegard crashes into Joseph Wall at the side, and Wall gives him a little tap on the gloves to make sure that they're okay. Unbelievable. The Wings just piling pressure. Coming across in those splits, keeping this one out. Joseph Wall. Money, money, money. That was a spectacular stop. Coming right across. Wow. All right, they still got 36 seconds to go on the power play. Wings going to win this one back to the line. John, no coffee for me. I'm a tea guy.
Let's go.
Back to the line. Thank you, Christian Cox, hitting that subscribe. And the Wings, as Christian comes in to subscribe, the Red Wings put this one in. The Wings going to score to take the lead. Oh, my goodness. They just couldn't hold the fort anymore. A flurry of activity. The Wings doing a good job. And this shot, it gets blocked. It goes to the far side. Wall doesn't pick it up right away. And Cobb is just going to absolutely bury that one. So the Red Wings take a 2-1 lead here with under 2 minutes, or just about 2 minutes to go in the first period. Kevin, what's going on? Welcome in. 2-1 Wings with 2 minutes to go here in the first period. What a fun first period this has been. Down in the corner, this one coming around, picked up on the side. Nylander going to play it to Ekman Larsson in front of his own net. That was a dangerous play. Max Domi looking for a pass to break out. He just missed it. Nylander going to play this across. Timmins pumping this one in. Tavares racing in one side. Domi coming in the other. Neither of them can catch up to it. Ekman Larsson on the pinch. He can't get it. Timmy back to pick it up. Toronto. Nylander breaking this one in. Nylander stopping. He's going to cycle around. Wallander and Snively picking up the assist on that Red Wings goal. Fisher going to put this one across. Rafferty going to hammer it into the Leaf zone. Wings pressing now. Flipping this one around behind the Toronto net in front. Look out. Wall doesn't know where it is. He's looking, and he got lucky. That one sailed just wide. Cecilia, welcome in. Last minute of play. Last minute of play. And we're going to get a whistle. Delayed offside. The official's pointing down the ice, so this could be an intentional offside and face-off being in the wing zone if that's where he was pointing. Raymond, what's going on? Calling Toronto to come back and win 5-3. Expecting lots of scoring, are we? We should with the firepower on this team, but again, they are not going 100%, right? They're not going full tilt here. Nobody wants to get injured. Tavares will be number one. Colin, that's what I'm thinking, the way they've been playing. But again, you never know what the coach is thinking. What the coach has in his mind could be very, very different. If you're just coming in and joining us towards the end of the first period, thank you for being here. Smash that thumbs up for us. Hit those likes. And if you're not already following, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe or follow button, depending on where you're watching us. We appreciate it. We hope you'll join us all season long. Wings going to win this draw. This is coming around. Cycling. Here come the Detroit Red Wings. Near side of the ice. Going to play this one up. It's going to be a little too far. It's going to be an icing and come right back down. Stephanie, hello there. Welcome to the show. Good time to get your licks in. Right, Kevin? There have been a lot of licks given out. I do not watch NHL in the early season. How many games does the young talents play until the normal lines come up? So, M. Hines, regular season starts this week. This is the last preseason game for Toronto. Some of the other teams are wrapping up their preseasons tomorrow. Here's a shot. This gets knocked down, but Tuesday, the season kicks off. Here's a sharp shot by Marner. Hits the side of the net. I think Husso got a piece with the blocker, and the Wings going to clear this one out. Cross-ice pass. Toronto going to roll this down. It's going to miss everybody, and that's going to hit the line. No icing call. Riley pinching up. He's going to hold this one in. Coming around back to the line for Matthews. 7 seconds shot. Just wide. Nice. Can't put it in. They're digging for it, but time is going to expire, and that's going to do it. The first period has come to an end. Wow, 2-1. Let's go break this all down. Let's discuss. Let's go through all the stats and really work this one through. Rick, who is the captain for Utah? Utah named Clayton Keller, their captain, and I love that choice. I think that's a great choice. I love Keller, and I think part of that is also a ploy to keep him there. RK, what's going on? Welcome in. All right, here are your stats from the first period of play with the Maple Leafs and the Red Wings finishing out their postseason. Shots end up being even, 9 shots apiece. Toronto 10 hits to 6 by the Red Wings. Leafs up in the face-off cycle. 9. Oh, they actually just updated it, so it's going to be even now. 9 face-offs apiece with that last one going 9 apiece. No power play chances for Toronto. Detroit 1 for 2 on the power play. Giveaways, 7 giveaways. Remember, I was talking during the first period about how many giveaways we're seeing. I'm actually shocked they updated this number correctly. 7 giveaways is a lot for one period of play. 4 giveaways from Detroit. The reason why I say it's a lot, when you have most of your NHL players playing, I know they're not going full out, but come on, you can't have 7 giveaways in a period. Takeaways, 1 each. Block shots, 7 for Detroit, 6 for Toronto. Both teams stepping in front of that puck and knocking it down. So they're doing a really nice job there. Yeah, Rick, I'm so proud of that. I'm excited to see what Yukon, I was going to say. I'd love to see a team up in the Yukon. I'm excited to see what Utah is going to do. There's a lot of talent there. Certainly, it needs some work. It needs some massaging and some finesse. But Utah, I think, has the building blocks to be a pretty solid team. Lee, how's it going? Welcome in. And again, welcome in everybody if you're joining us. Thank you for being here. Whatever platform you are watching along on, we appreciate you being here. Your goal scorers, if you missed it, Kristen Fisher opened up the scoring just a couple minutes into the game from Andrew Cobb. Then it was Reeves and Lorentz. Lorentz putting it in from the playmaker extraordinaire, soft hands, Ryan Reeves. went from iron hands to pillow hands as he makes a soft little pass over to Reeves Lorentz, who put that one in. And then Andrew Cobb, with a couple minutes left to go, from William Wallinder and Joe Snively on the power play, put the Wings back up ahead. Thought I just had... Oh my god, dude, Kevin. Gotta love the Zambonis. Yeah, sweet. I agree. Gotta give them a couple seasons. Utah's going to be special. Utah's going to be good. I know in the Arizona, it was much of the same, but you got more people, you got more money. It's going to take them time to kind of build that proper team, but I'm real excited to see what's going to come out there. Despite 2 goals, Wall has looked fantastic nonetheless. So I don't necessarily disagree with you there, Huvia. I think he's been good. I don't think he's been fantastic. He had that nice save where he came across in the splits, did make an absolutely brilliant save. And hang on a second. Here is, we got an interview here with Lorentz. Let's see if we can catch the tail end of this.
Playing with Revo and Camphor here, just knowing our roles, playing heavy along the boards, and you could see there on the goal that it was just a good forecheck that led to a couple bumps and then a great play out front from Revo. So when the line mates are on the same page, it makes playing out there a whole lot easier.
You said you're not, known for your points. You're not going to be Matthews and Marner out there with Reeves, but what does it feel like and what's it mean to you after 1 goal last season to get on the board here? Yeah, it feels good. I mean, obviously scoring in any league feels great. Like I said, it's just a product of hard work, and you can see that shift there, a couple big hits, and going in the net, good things happen. So it's easy to say, but it's another thing to go out there and do it. And like I said, when you're playing with great line mates, it makes it a lot easier. So we can keep that going for another 40 minutes. Hopefully we can bang a few more in. Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you.
Nice interview from Lorentz, and as they were talking in the background, Ryan Reeves came over and did a little head rub as he was walking into the change room. So Reeves Lorentz picking up that goal from Ryan Reeves. He is happy. He's excited. And I know a lot of you are putting it in the chat. He's got to stick around. They got to get him done. Eek, is Matthews playing? I heard he was out till the season begins. Matthews is playing tonight. Matthews is in. Now, we haven't seen a lot of Matthews in this preseason. He's looking okay in this game. He's moving along. He's checking the boxes of what he needs to do. He's been getting bumped around pretty hard. So it wouldn't surprise me if they kind of limit his minutes here a little bit. He played 5:57 in that first period. It puts him 4th in time for the Maple Leafs. And actually, that's the number 1 time for all forwards. The top 3 were the D. Ekman Larson playing 8:20, Tanev 7:38, Morgan Riley playing 7:12. So Matthews at 5:57 played the most of any forward, with Marner just behind at 5:50 and Knives at 5:38. So Matthews taking a lot of bumps, certainly working through, and he's shaken off a little bit of that rust. He's not being hesitant. He's going in there. He's battling in the corners. You almost want him to kind of ease up a little bit because, with the way things have gone in this preseason, you don't want to see, you don't want to see anything happen. You don't want to see anybody get hurt because that would not be good. But Matthews is definitely in here, and he's doing what he needs to do. And Rick, that's a great point you put in. Matthew Nyes playing with Austin Matthews. Nyes is showing a little bit of an edge. Now, we know last year he was getting his footing, right? He was figuring out his way around, figuring out his way through. But what Matthew Nyes is doing is he's playing with an edge. We know he's got hands, right? We know he can score. We know he can pass, and he can skate. But what he's showing is that feistiness to go in those battle zones and use his weight, right? Move his weight around, bang and crash. He's fighting for those pucks. He's a guy who's going to stand up for your teammates, as well as Matthews and Marner are going to get bumped around. They need that toughness on the top line. So Nyes' role is going to shuffle around throughout this year. Even Patches threw a big hit. Yeah, Pacioretty getting in there as well. The one thing with Pacioretty is, again, his line, not a great start. Him and Bobby McMahon and Pontus Holmberg, a big -1. Pacioretty only played 3:53 in that first period. Ryan Reeves, he only played 3:34. But Pacioretty, yeah, he threw a hit and he's been skating well. The puck control is bothering me a little bit right now from Pacioretty. The puck control is it's almost like it's a step behind, but it's not. I don't know really how to explain it. Something is off. Now we know Patch had that first big game, right? He put in those 2 goals. He was looking good. Everyone was like, sign him, sign him, sign him. And he will be here. But I wonder how far this experiment is going to go. We'll have to see. It'll take Pacioretty time to get used to who he's going to play with, and it'll come. It'll come once it gets there. But he's playing okay, but he's not playing exceptional. One of the other Leaf players that I think is worth talking about in that first period is William Nylander. Seemed to be all over the place. He picks up a couple of shots on goal in 421 minutes of ice time. The thing I like about Nylander is what he can do. And after watching that first episode of Inside or NHL Face Off Inside the NHL on Amazon Prime, this kid, he has the drive. He kind of says, like, give me the puck, let me go. Like, you just get a different side of who this player is. And I like what he brings. And knowing that he's going to play with Tavares and Domi, at least to start the season, there's speed on that line. Domi can skate with them. Domi can pass. We saw when Marner was out and Matthews needed a winger, Domi stepped up and really got Matthews going. I mean, Domi can pass the puck. I think that's going to be really good for Willie. So I'm excited to see what those two can do together. Preseason games should be played against the farm leagues. So they do, Kevin, they do some exhibition games. Some teams play against some international teams. But you got to be careful. And we see it a lot in this year, particularly a lot of injuries. If you were to take your NHL roster, let's say we took the Toronto Maple Leafs and we said, hey, we're going to do a game, the Maple Leafs versus the Marlies, right? You get the young guys. It's a friendly game. They're still going to go out and play. The last thing you want is some guy who's trying to make a name for themselves, thinks they're going to be, a flashy player, and ends up hurting seriously one of these professional NHL players. It would not be good. One thing I would love to see, and we talked about this a couple of games back, is I would love to see a NHL squad, whether you do it to open kind of the preseason season as an exhibition game or you close with it. You do it a game for charity. You take the NHL team and you put them against that team's alumni. Could you imagine taking your NHL, your Marner, Matthews, Nylander, Tavares, this squad, and having them play a friendly match against Tucker, Sundin, Ty Domi versus Max Domi? You get your alumni squad against your actual NHL squad as a friendly game for charity. I think that would be so cool. Now I understand there's a lot of teams out there that don't really have alumni yet. They don't have kind of those name alumni, but they could put something together. And I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, it would be so cool. And I know a lot of these teams already do alumni games as part of some kind of charitable contribution, but I think that would be so much fun. You just get the Maple Leaf alumni versus this alumni squad. A nice friendly to open up the preseason would be so cool. You're not really going to get an injury because no one's going to go all out, but it would be so cool. If you don't, yeah, Lee, you could do it as a celebrity, but I think, as soon as you start bringing celebrities in the mix, again, you're risking something that maybe doesn't need to be there. If you're bringing in alumni, they've been part of the game, they understand the game. But I think it would be so much fun. You get it in Detroit, you get this, Sider and Raymond and Larkin, get them going against some of these Wings alumni. You put Yzerman back on the ice, that would be so much fun. I'm a big fan of these alumni games. I love when they do for the Winter Classics and they do an alumni game and they bring the teams that are playing. They have the two alumni teams face off against each other. I mean, it's so cool when they do stuff like that. I know the big talk is preseason is too long. So I think if we shorten it down, right, take 2 games away, and then you kind of add in this friendly game, this unofficial preseason game, it would be pretty cool. Now, one of the things, the conversations that have been going on, and I want to get your opinions. I want to get everybody in the chat's opinions on this. Thank you, Sweet. Nick Robertson has been a conversation point as of late. We know he's been lighting it up. Robbie has been awesome. He's got 5 goals, just tearing up this preseason. Where is Nick Robertson going to land? Is Nick Robertson going to be a 20-25 goal scorer this year? Or is he still going to be kind of a 15 goal scorer? Where do you peg Nick Robertson? Or do you think he's going to go off the charts and be a 40 goal scorer? Where do you see Nick Robertson this year fitting in that goal list? It would have been nice to see Oxnard play with Williams' brother, but it's good he's playing with Myers. Yeah, John, it would have been great. I was really hoping we would have seen that just once. Now, I wonder if it was brought up and they kind of said, hey, no, we just want to keep it separate. We don't want to be a sideshow and take away. But it's unfortunate. Maybe in the future, if they bring him up, we'll get to see that. So yeah, put in your chat. Just drop a number. What do you think? What do you think the Robertson goal number is going to be? Alex, what's going on? Welcome in. You too on TikTok. You can drop a number as well. Let me know. What do you think? Where's Nick Robertson going to end up being in regards to his goal scoring ability? And it does depend. It really does depend on where he is going to, who he's going to play with. Imagine he'll outscore Matthews, Marner, and Nylander. Ben, wouldn't that be something? Sweet says, I hope to see 20 plus at least. Vendetta 25 to 30. Kevin 20 and up. Cam's going, nope, he's not just going to hit 20. He's going to be about 17. That's pretty close. BD Gaines, what's going on? The question mark is how long until he's out with injury. Oh, BD, don't even put that out in the atmosphere. We don't want to see him get injured. This poor kid has struggled with injuries. He finally catches a break. I think if he stays healthy, should he stay healthy, I'm with you. I think he's going to be in that 20 to 25 goal scoring range. And by the way, well, I'll save it. That's where I am. I'm with you, Lee. 20 to 25 goals, I think, is my expectation for him. Now, if he ends up getting in that top 6 role, if Tavares, as it goes down, because they talk about Nylander, eventually slotting over to center. If he goes to center, Robertson comes on that second line, Tavares comes down to the third and plays kind of with Pacioretty, then I'm thinking maybe that 25 has a chance at 30. But that would be, the planets have to align for something like that to happen. So that's kind of what I think. East, no, we have you covered with the play-by-play, my friend. So thank you for tuning in and being here. So that's interesting. Okay, that answers that question about Nick Robertson. What do you think? And I'm just gonna turn my head because I have something in the corner of my eye here. What do you think about the starting goaltender? Do you think Stolarz gets the nod, or is it going to be Joseph Woll? Oh my God, no Hall. Mark, no, we will not take Hall back. No Hall at all. No Hall and Oates. No, none of that. Listen, we give Justin Hall a hard time. We give Justin Hall a real hard time. Pro, what's going on? I'm back. Ottawa locked in. Welcome back in. Hayden, what's going on? We give Justin Hall a long time, but I got to say it. Justin Hall at times looked really, really good. Okay, maybe only one really good. At times, Justin Hall played well. No, East, I can't do that, unfortunately. Justin Hall at times looked good, and he made some really good plays. I was actually a big advocate for Justin Hall when he was playing here in Toronto, but yeah, now that he's over on Detroit, Mark, he's your problem. No takebacks. All right, intermission is coming to an end. Fisher, Lorentz, Cobb, your goal scorers We're about to kick off period number 2. Let's see how that one is going to play out. Will the Leafs tie this one back quickly, or is it going to be much of the same? So thank you for being here. We need good camaraderie. That we do. Got to keep the camaraderie going. Tavares looked really solid. Beatty, yeah, he did. Real solid, and I'm excited. I'm excited, and I think we're going to see him a lot this year. Now, if you're just coming in, if you're here to join us for period number 2, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up, and of course, make sure you hit that subscribe. We'd love you to subscribe and be part of our community. Onyx, what's going on? Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. He should stay just in the locker room. Nice. All right, we are all locked, loaded, and set to roll here for period number 2. The boys are back on the ice. The lights are on. We're set to go. Time to drop the puck. The Leafs in blue going to be on my left, going across to the right. The Wings in white from right to left. Pacioretty, Holmberg, McMahon, the starting trio for the Maple Leafs. Cobb, Rasmussen, and Fisher for the Wings. And off the draw, this is going to be dumped down in the corner. Onyx coming in 15 months. 15 months is too long. I'm just here to say Hayden smells. Onyx, that's awesome. This coming around, but good to see you, my friend. Toronto going to knock this down at the center ice line. They turn it over. The Wings playing it down. Wall, he has it. Wall going to look to play this around. Can't get it to McMahon. Wings holding it in. Shot right on. Wall is down, and he's going to smother that one and hang on to it. Now we're going to have to wait and see. Are they going to split? Is Wall going to go the distance? That we do not know. We are waiting to see how the goaltending is going to go for the Maple Leafs here in period number 2. So thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. Face off in the Toronto zone. They're going to win this one back in the corner, cycling it around to the line. It's going to come out. Marner chasing in after it. This is going to go around behind. Wall going to get there first. He's going to continue to throw this to the line. Held in. Nice work here by Matthews. Detroit going to take a penalty. Comes to Marner. Marner in the high slot. Fades over to the corner. Now he's going to dish this one over to Willie. Willie cross ice. Matthews with a shot, and what a save. Husso coming flying across. What an unbelievable stop. But Detroit is going to go to the box. Toronto will get a chance on the power play. Vendetta, thank you. Confirming from Twitter, Wall is going to get the full 60 minutes.
Oh, that's a good save.
What a save by the Detroit netminder as Willie goes across to Matthews, and Matthews got all of it. But it was just a long pass, and there was time to get that power push across. All right, here we go. Power play opportunity. 2 minutes on the board for the Maple Leafs. Matthews, Marner, Marner, Matthews, Riley, Nylander, Tavares. The unit here for the Maple Leafs. Nylander, cross ice. Riley, he's going to hold this in just inside the line. Bounce pass across to Tavares. He plays it back to the line, but nobody was home. Not a good pass there by Tavares. This coming all the way back. Riley going to play this one up. Everybody's standing still. Tavares going to play it to Matthews. Matthews going to carry it up, dropping it for Marner, who brings this one in. Marner tried to feed this one across. Marner, Tavares, Matthews all standing together in the corner. And the Wings going to come away with the puck. Nylander pinching this one on the boards, going to hang on to it, keeping this one in. Backhand pass across to Marner. Marner to Riley. Riley going to set it up over to Willie. Willie, top of the circle, down low to Matthews. Matthews playing this up to Riley. Cross for Nylander with a shot right on. Tavares was there in front, but again, it's grabbed by the Detroit goaltender and hung on to it. Wow. Good effort there by Willie to keep this puck in. A real scramble, a broken play by the Maple Leafs. Just not a good effort there. Riley got a piece, able to hang on to it. Whew. That's right, Alex. It is coming up October 8th. We got the opening Boston, Florida opening day in the NHL, and then The next night, the 9th, we got the Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. That's going to be a rowdy one based off of how some of the preseason games have gone. It's going to be very, very rowdy.
Preseason, maybe they make that change. We'll see next week what they decide to do. But they have
this coming around. Toronto looking to keep this one going. Lucas, what's going on? I'm good, thank you. Hope you're doing well.
How long do they give the first unit every power play?
Face off to the left of the Detroit goaltender, Bobby McMahon to take it. He's going to lose it. It's scrambled. The Wings going to come away with it. They're going to roll this one all the way down the ice. Ekman Larson, he's got to go down after this one. Ekman Larson going to carry it across. Long pass up and over the line. Toronto bursting in. Pacioretty backhanding it to the corner. McMahon comes up with it. He has it knocked away. Wings going to chip this one out and all the way down the ice. Here comes Ekman Larson on the move. He's going to carry it up over the line, and he loses it. Oh, goodness. Lifted his head to take a look. Puck rolls off his stick, and the Wings able to clear this one down. Not a good play. Pacioretty's going to take his turn with it. He's going to dump this over. 15 seconds left in the power play. Bobby McMahon with a nice shot stepping into one. And another stop here by Husso. Husso looking real solid here early on. Real solid. And that's exactly what we like to see. So some nice moves. Good play by Bobby Mack. He didn't wait for the puck to come to him. He skated up. He moved for it. He moved into it. That's exactly what we like to see.
9 seconds to go on the power play. Marner.
Off the draw, back across. Here's a one-timer by Austin Matthews, and he scores. Matthews going to drive this one home. What an absolute rocket.
That is some kind of shot. Now watch this. They put Tanev
off the draw. Matthews beats it, gets it to line, back to Matthews between the face-off dot and the bottom of the circle, closer towards the boards, and he just lets that go. An absolute rifle. Marner to Matthews. 34 is on the board. That was, we're going to see a lot of that this season. A whole lot of that. What a shot. You got the touch. He sure does. We are all tied up squared at 2s. Marner and Nyes picking up the assists. Benoit in his own zone going to play this up to the boards. Toronto going cross ice. Timmins had to rush for it, but he pulls back and goes to his defensive position. I actually don't mind that play. Alex, that is correct. Detroit back with it now. The Wings looking to move this one across. Up over the line. Reeves going to chase this one down. Reeves going to play it into the corner. Lorentz coming there after him. Gets tripped up. Reeves digging. David Kemp going in there as well. Reeves doing an excellent job. Lorentz with a shot out of the corner. That one's going to come around. Here's David Kemp. Kemp back to the line. Tanev with it. Tanev takes a shot. It's blocked. And the Wings going to move this one up. Very, very dangerous play there by Tanev, right at the line. This coming back around, the Wings going to get it to the Leaf end of the ice, and the Leafs going to turn it back up. William Nylander throwing this one in for Tavares. Nice move. Tavares coming in, tries to go 5-hole, almost got it through. It's just kept out. Comes to Riley. Riley with it inside the zone. Sending it around to Nylander. Nylander, he's driving, dumps it off there for Domi. Tavares getting absolutely dumped in front. Drops it here for Nylander. Willie coming. Willie shooting. And a nice little stop here by Husso. Nylander going to take it back. Tavares going to knock it down. It does come out. Toronto has to play it back. Nylander going to bring it in. Couldn't get the pass across to Tavares, all alone in the middle of the ice. And Husso is going to cover this one up as things getting a little too hot inside the Red Wings zone. Wow. That was absolutely exceptional hockey here by this line. Nylander, Domi, Tavares, everyone getting some touches, getting involved. Tavares got dumped in front of the net by a psycho ex-girlfriend. Just absolutely taking him down. Wow, that was crazy. I think Matthews is going to go for 50-55. Yeah, Colin, that's what I think. I'm in that same ballpark. I don't think he's doing 70 this year. I think he's going to get his 50. But he's got a lot on his plate with that captaincy. Down in the corner for Matty Nyes. Nyes cycling around. Nyes trying to pick this one up and come away with it. He's going to carry it in the corner. He gets tripped. Penalty coming up here to the wings. Toronto jam play in the corner. Nyes getting taken down in front of the net. And Toronto going to the power play again as Matthew Nyes draws a penalty here. Wallander going to the box. What happens when a goalie turns around? They expose their 6. Oh, Onyx, that's funny. Sasham, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining us, if you're just popping in, welcome in either platform. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for us. Hit that like for us. And, of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe. We want you to hang out with us all season long. We're 4 subscribers away from 24, 425. So help us get up there and hit that subscribe. Off the draw, this coming back around in the corner. Marner going in there heavy. Nylander in there. Matthews in there. And the Wings still find a way to get this one out and all the way down the ice. Here comes Riley. He's going to turn and drop this one back. I hate the drop back pass. I wish teams would get rid of that. Marner bringing it in over the line. Marner cycling around. Back to the line. Riley. Matthews is in the middle of the ice. He gets it. Pumps it back to Riley. Over to Marner. Marner, cross ice. Hits Matthews. Matthews looking. Still with it. Matthews. Going to give it to Willie. Nylander to Matthews. Matthews up to Marner. Marner feeding it across. Mitch Marner. Shoot the puck. Watch the special. Remember when William Nylander yelled at you guys on the bench? Stop crying, bro. Just shoot the puck. Shoot that puck. Clara, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Marner's got to shoot that puck. Pull the trigger. Don't always look to pass it off. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Really appreciate it. Putting us 2 subs away. 1:20 left to go on the power play. We're in a 2-2 hockey game here. Off the draw, it's a bit of a scramble. Going to come back to the line. Riley grabs it. He's going to walk the line. Riley cross ice to Matthews. He has to knock it out of the air. He's going to feed it back to the line. Here's a long shot. That's blocked. It's going to come out of the zone and all the way down the ice. I had a little piece of schmutz on my screen I thought was the puck. Let me get rid of that. Here they come. Sir Gods, what's going on? Welcome in. This down over the line.
Let's go!
Sir Gods, I'm saving it up for Wednesday night. TJ, thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome to the community. Andrew, what's going on? Welcome in. Toronto just outside the line, taken away by Detroit. They're going to play this down again. You know, it's funny how the Maple Leaf power play at times is so bad, but at other times looks unstoppable. So inconsistent. Toronto going to flip this one in. Here's Nyes, a long shot. Husso had to get a piece again. That's going to be the 19th shot on net. Domi, he misses the puck, and this is going to roll out. He's going to back this one up. Domi going to drop this one off. Ekman Larson now. He's going to come up and put this one in. Brandon, that's right. It's preseason. Let's all relax. Absolutely. No one's getting bent out of shape. Preseason is just from fine-tuning. But I mean, even going back to last year. Here's a shot right on. This one knocked out. Side of the net trying to bring it out in front. Here's a quick snap. That's going to go up and out of play with 12:50 left to go. Here in period number 2, it has been a good hockey game. What kind of tea do you like? Herbal tea? Nah, just regular. John, just some orange pico, just some regular tea. Nothing fancy. Although a little Dragon Pearl doesn't hurt anybody once in a while. Coming up this week, it's a huge week for us here on the channel, and I hope you're going to be around to hang out and have some fun. It all kicks off Tuesday, October 8th, as we're going to be covering the Boston Bruins as they visit the Florida Panthers. A little Stanley Cup banner raising, followed by a playoff rematch. That is going to be a good game. Then we got back-to-back Leaf games, October 10th and October 9th. The 9th, the Montreal Canadiens take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. You know, with everything that happened with Patrick Laine and Arbor Xhekaj and how those Montreal Canadian fans are, it is going to be a rough game. It's going to be a fun game, and I'm looking forward to it. That's on October 9th. On Thursday, October 10th, Toronto then goes to New Jersey to visit the New Jersey Devils, who are looking good. So that's going to be a fun game. Then on Saturday, October 12th, the Pittsburgh Penguins visit Toronto in the Maple Leafs home opener. Sidney Crosby and team coming to Toronto. We got you covered for that. And on Sunday, October 13th, the Battle of Alberta takes flight early in this season as the Calgary Flames visit the Edmonton Oilers. We will be there for that one as well. So I hope you'll stop in and say hello and join us all week long as we got you covered for a number of games, 5 games and 6 nights. It's going to be fun, but it's going to be a blast. Spaceman, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see ya. We own Boston in the playoffs. Spaceman, absolutely. Are you, Spaceman, by any chance, are you going to that opening game? Are you going to head down for the banner raising? Now, Matthews, goal leader since 26-17. He has been leading the way with 368, ahead of Ovechkin, who has 328 in that same span. So he is outscoring Ovechkin. Could we be one day seeing Matthews chase the Gretzky or Ovechkin record? All right, here we go. Off the draw, back in action now. 12:40. This is going to be dumped in. It's going to be an icing call. So back to the Red Wings zone we go. Sir Gods, the New Jersey game is on October the 10th. So October the 10th, Thursday night. It's going to be the Leafs and the New Jersey Devils. Devils expected to continue to build upon what they have. Thank you for your subscribes, by the way. There's the 425. We're now on our way up to 430. Wings going to bring this one out. Here comes Detroit. Going to flip this one into the corner. Quick snapshot. That one goes wide all the way back to the line. Wings holding it in. Nice job by Wallinder. Here's a shot going wide, coming off the boards, and Joseph Wall's going to have to hang on to this one. The Wings starting to buzz. The Wings starting to move around. Got to be very, very careful. Very careful with these pucks bouncing around. A lot of teams like to use a little ricochet off the boards, and not that I want to open sore wounds, but that's how the Leafs playoff season ended last year. If you remember, Pasternak taking that puck, caroming off the corner of the boards to put it in. Got to find a way of using that to the advantage. Bill, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. 12:23 now to go. Face off in the Leaf end. Off the draw. Wings going to flip this one deep in the corner. Ekman Larson up on his man. Trying to get Brandzig Nygaard to shake that puck loose. Going to flip it up to the line. Can't get it out. This coming back around. Down in the corner. Myers going to play it off the boards. This coming all the way down, and it's going to be bobbled, and it's going to hop over the glass. Corner raising Windsor, you pronounce it Detroit. That's right, Detroit. Sheldon, how's it going, mate? Do you think with what we know, the roster, that we are a better team than we were in the playoffs last year? So that's a great question, Sheldon. I think our defense with the acquisitions is a better defensive squad. Yes. It's going to be different, but yes, ultimately I think we do. Ricky, how's it going? Spaceman, you miss OEL? Yeah. I mean, he did great for you guys. Over the line, Reeves playing this one down deep in the corner. I mean, I miss Edmondson. Edmondson was a big physical presence. You know, that hurts, but, you know, what Tanev brings a lot. Ekman Larson brings a lot. And with Benoit and McCabe going to be playing in Tanev, I think we are a better defensive group. I really do. Here comes Kemp. He's going to bring this over the line. Kemp's going to reverse this down in the corner. And depending on what our bottom 6 ends up being, you know, our offense could be a little improved as well. Not that we need offenses and goals, but we need playmaking. And we need a fourth line who's not going to give up too many goals. This is going to be dumped in the corner. Toronto chasing down, trying to get in here. Nyes going to tip this one back. Matthews getting it to Riley at the point. Riley, he's looking. He's going to shoot. Nyes going for a tip. Can't get it. Side of the net. Husso tried to cover. Nyes getting it over to Marner. Return pass for Nyes. This one is cut off here by Danielson. He's going to carry this one up ahead, and Detroit now, far side of the ice, going to carry this one out and rolling it down into the corner. There's a cross-check. Tanev is going to eat ice. He goes down. Marner's pass misses his target, Riley, who was pinching up. Toronto has 11 shots this period. The Red Wings only 1 shot on net this period. Down in the corner, Riley can't catch up to it. This being moved around. Red, welcome in. Thank you, everyone joining us on TikTok as well as everybody here on YouTube. If you're on either platform, make sure you hit that like button, the thumbs up, or tap the screen for a like. We'd appreciate it. Back to the line, Wings with it. And don't forget to hit that follow or hit that subscribe. In the corner, 10 minutes to go. We're officially halfway through this game, and it's tied at 2s. 20 shots for the Leafs, 11 for the Red Wings. The Wings going to bring this up the middle. Toronto going to intercept. Here's a long pass to Tavares. He's going to hammer this one in. Husso can't stop it. Nylander taking his man into the boards. Trying to dig this one up. Fisher going to come away with it. Not a great pass. And Toronto going to gobble this one up. Timmins playing it back. The Leafs going to come all the way back in their own side of the ice. Here's a long pass all the way down. And Toronto getting in there first. Domi in the corner. Domi looking to play this around. Cycling with Nylander. Nylander coming around in front. Cycling. Nylander still with it. Doing a nice job. Willie Holmberg in front. It's going to bounce. He can't get it. And they're going to play this ahead. Look out. Here comes a big hit. Toronto throwing the shoulder. You're calling that a penalty? You're calling that a penalty. Benoit going to get a penalty. So I'd like to see a replay of this hit because at full speed, this looked like a clean hit. As the Detroit player was cutting across by the boards, Benoit setting up, it looked like initially he wanted to go for a hip check and then stood up and laid into him. If that is actually what the call was, that is, Gerard, that is a horrible, horrible call. They didn't show a replay of it when it happened, so we'll wait to see what the replay is going to be. But yikes, don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Whew. Penalty for checking. You know, for what we've seen in this preseason, and again, we'll call out Arbor Jack Guy for his ridiculousness and so many other hits. Larkin the other night going up high on Rafai. We've seen a lot of big time hits. We've seen some called and some not called. That was lining up to be a big hit. Didn't turn out to be a monster hit, but still getting the call for it. Theo Samigo, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, there are so many different ways you can support our channel, support our streams. The easiest and simple, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, come hang out with us, chat with us. That means the world to us. If you want to take your support to the next level, there's so many ways to do that. We do have channel memberships available on YouTube. You can click the membership button, the little super chat button, and join us as a channel member or send a super chat. Or in the pinned message at the top of our YouTube stream is our PayPal link or our Patreon. If you want to take your support even further, you certainly could join our Patreon or drop us a PayPal, buy us a drink. We'd appreciate it so very much. So thank you for supporting us in all the different ways that you do. That guy needs to mellow out before he hurts somebody. Sir Gods, absolutely. We're gonna be mixing it up and getting into that. We're gonna be dropping the gloves as we talk about Jack Eye during that opening game. It's gonna be wild. Jordan, what's going on? Good to see you. I'm good. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Noah's Ark coming in 22 months as a channel member. Go Leafs go. Thank you, Noah. All right, Detroit, 2 minutes on the board. Still waiting to see this replay. Thank you so much for the subscribe, by the way. Appreciate that. All right, here we go. So we're not going to get a replay of the hit. Fine, be that way, TV people.
Which is counterintuitive.
Wings on the power play. Scramble, draw. Wings getting it around to the line. Johansson holding this one in. Coming around for Velino. He can't catch up to it. Leafs doing a good job trying to work it around. Gets knocked down, comes to the line and out. The Wings going to have to back it up. Darth Vader, how's it going? Using the Force for the Red Wings to win. Lorentz going to pick up this loose puck back into his own zone. Leafs going to kill off some time. Now they're going to send this down the ice. And a shorthanded opportunity as the puck was bouncing. Lorentz was right in there, but the Wings able to take this one away. Toronto doing a nice job. Holmberg on the forecheck. He gets tripped up there from behind, trying to get back in position. And a nice interception. Toronto knocking down the passes. Good job there by Matty Knives. Ekman Larson going to pick up the puck. He's going to hammer this all the way down. Peter, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. 6 likes away. If you haven't hit that like button yet, we need 6 likes. We are 4 subscribers from 24,430. Hit those buttons for us. Dan, what's going on? Welcome in. Side here, Toronto going to chip this one to the line. Doesn't come out. Detroit doing a nice job holding it in. Matthews getting up on it. Always nice to see Matthews on the penalty kill. He brings a different edge. And here comes Matthews, bringing it up, racing towards the net with a long shot. That one goes wide. Phil Myers trying to get in there with a potential shorthanded opportunity. Sumatong, welcome in. I'm going to Jersey on Friday for the game. Does anyone know where I can pick up an AM34C jersey? Ooh. In Jersey, I'm not sure. I mean, you can definitely, NHL.com, you can definitely grab one, but depending on shipping time, you might be in trouble. Here comes Toronto coming in, 2-on-1, can't get the pass across. Nyes and Timmins going with a shorthanded opportunity. They got to hustle back. But enjoy the game. You're going to have a blast. And that's going to go up and out of play. So we're going to get another whistle coming up. 7 minutes to go. Well, 7:09 technically. But the penalty should just about be expired. We should be back to regular strength. And still stick into 5-3 Leafs. Hey, it can happen, Raymond. It can absolutely happen.
He's up and down off the bench. He does a lot of coaching
just past the halfway mark. About 7 minutes left to go. You know, what I love seeing on the bench, a lot of the time they're showing the bench, and guys are writing up plays. Guys are using the clipboards to talk hockey plays. I love seeing it. I know it's preseason, but they're setting the tone with how this coaching staff is going to be during the regular season, and I love it. It's going to be deflected in, down in the corner. Toronto Maple Leafs are going to win. Watch the playoff games. We have to go attend this week. Yeah, Jonathan, they're going to look good. They're going to have a good season. We'll see what they can do in the playoffs. Pass back to the line. Toronto, little hand pass. Had to wait for Detroit to touch it up. We are indeed at 5-on-5 hockey. Again, Detroit has only had, I think, 1 shot in this period. That's going to be an icing call. So the Red Wings shooting leaves a lot to be desired here today. Not really getting a lot done. Only 1 shot on net in this period. The Maple Leafs with 11. So the Red Wings, they got to get some shots on net. This young squad from Detroit, dealing with a very talented Maple Leaf group. Pacioretty putting this back to the line off the draw. Here's a shot that goes just wide. And again, Husso going to drop his blocker and cover this one up. Wayne, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. They are battling, really battling here. Triton, what's going on? Welcome in.
Is going to drop enough.
And thank you everybody for being here. 5 more likes. 5 likes away. 4 subscribers away. Who's gonna do it? 5 and 4. 5 likes. 4 subscribers. Off the draw, back to the line. Here's Timmins. Timmy, he's gonna take that shoot. This coming around behind the net. Leafs with it. Putting this back to the line for Timmins again. Timmins gonna turn the other direction. This coming around far side. There it is, 98, 2 likes away now. And the Wings going to clear it high off the glass. It comes up. Ekman Larson couldn't keep this in. Wings going to play this into the Toronto zone, but Ekman Larson grabbing it quickly across to Timmy. Timmy going to work this one up. And here comes Toronto into the zone. Bobby McMahon, nice move and a quick shot. That one gets knocked down. There it is. Thank you for hitting those likes. In the corner, coming around, trying to hold this line. They do. Bobby Mack dropping it for Patch. Pacioretty off the boards to Tanev. Tanev throwing it towards the net. Looking for a tip. McMahon got a piece, but not enough. Pacioretty playing this back to the line for Tanev. Tanev coming across. Riley to Tanev. Tanev's got room. He's going to pass this one up. He wants it back. He gets it. Shot is blocked and knocked down. Matthews coming on. He gets it. AM34 bringing it around behind the net. Austin looking. Still with it. Still with it. Drops it here for Riley. Riley was going the other direction. He gives it over to Tanev. Tanev waiting. Going to feed this through off the bench. Marner coming right in. Shoot that. He does. A nice save by Husso. Marner off the bench, creeping through. He's coming. He's curling with it now. He's going to spot Matthews. Nice. Coming on. Leafs making some changing on the fly here.
Let's
Riley,
go.
over to Matthews. Matthews with it. Hayden coming in with that subscribe. Thank you, Hayden. Here's Marner again with a shot wide. Matthews picking it up off the boards. He turns, tries to stuff it short side and can't. And the wings got to go high off the glass. And this coming down. Praga, what's going on? Lorentz got the first goal. Yes, he did. Well, the first goal for Toronto. Fisher had the first goal of the game for the Wings. Lorentz with the second. Lorentz was awesome. A nice goal from Ryan Reeves. Didn't see that one coming, but what a shift. What a moment here by the Maple Leafs. They're really working through the zone. The Wings goaltender, Husso, is just holding down the fort, keeping these guys in this game. 14 shots now for the Leafs in this period. One shot by the Red Wings. Incredible.
What's going on?
Yeah, different Hayden. Oh, 2 minutes delay a game. The Red Wings. The Red Wings with a delay a game penalty for intentionally breaking his stick.
He's saying my stick was broken and I leaned on it to check it.
He's saying the stick was broken and he leaned on it to check, and therefore it snapped. He went to the bench to get a new one. The ref thought he broke his stick, intentionally gave him a delay game penalty. The Wings bench is up in arms.
I'm not so sure, but let's see. Here we go. How is this? No, that's broken. That's broken already.
So, yeah, and they're showing the replay. Fisher's stick was definitely broken before. You know, guys do a little tap on the ice to feel the vibrations to make sure. He taps it, feels it's broken. He leans on it, and it snaps. And the officials give him a delay a game penalty. Oh, my goodness. Not good news for Detroit, but hey, we'll take those breaks whenever we can. That's something we do not usually get a chance to see. Wow. Howler the Coyote, what's going on? You subscribe. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. I really appreciate it. Welcome to our community. Thank you for being here. That's one of the worst penalties live I've ever seen. Jordan, I've never seen that. We've seen the delay game, the over the glass. We've seen the, all kinds of weird things. I never in my life have seen, I leaned on my stick and it snapped, so you're getting a penalty. That was crazy. Sticks are so expensive. Yeah, sweet, it's true. So my boys hockey just started this weekend. And so a couple weekends back, we had to go to the hockey shop and pick up some new gear. They grow, they need new stuff. And we had to pick up a new stick. And we're looking through the sticks, and every one he picks up, $250, $300, $400. Like, where's the affordable sticks? Where's the affordable sticks? So we finally found one, and it was still like $120. Absolutely crazy, the cost of sticks these days. It's madness. Have to see if we can get some more. Praga, that's funny. That's funny. Mark, I know that. I give you that one, Mark. I feel for you. That was a horrendous call. Horrendous call. You get a penalty for using a broken stick, also for breaking the stick. That's right. That's crazy. Justify the price, maybe. Yeah, exactly. Tell me why we should spend that much money for a stick. Yeah, Emidu, that was a terrible penalty call. All right, the Leafs get some more practice here on the power play. 4.5 minutes in the period. This coming around. Toronto setting it up. Back to the line. Riley with it now. He's got Nylander on one side, Marner on the other. Goes to Mitch. Mitch takes a shot. That one's blocked. He travels down in the corner. Matthews in there with him. Comes over to Tavares. Skips over his stick. He gets rubbed out into the boards. Nylander comes down. He's trying to help out. He can't pick it up. Tavares tries to reverse stuff it in. He can't. Picks it up again. Tavares now cycling it far side to Marner. Marner to Matthews at the point. Back to Marner. Bounces off his stick. He's being bothered. He's going to turn and play this in the middle for Willie. Nylander turning. Looking. He's going to go to the point for Riley to set it up. Willie wants it back. Comes to Matthews. He blasts it right on, but right on the logo. And Husso making a nice save. Good little short passing here. It was almost like the Leafs didn't know what to do with it. Kind of passing it around and then stepped into it and let it absolutely rip. You know, I got to tell you, we were super hard on the officials last year. Really, really hard. And I was hoping the officials would show us something new this preseason. And I know it's preseason. It's preseason for the officials too, but we've seen some botched calls. Back to the line. This coming around. Dallas, what's going on? Welcome in. Here's Domi, a shot. He rings the crossbar. Domi off the crossbar. And here comes Detroit. Shorthanded, cut through the middle. Nice defensive play. Going to knock this one down. Here's Pacioretty. Cross ice pass. Going to drop this one back. OEL comes to the line. Matthew Nyes can't get it. And he picks the pocket of the Red Wings player. Leaves it here for McMahon. Up to Domi. Domi coming in. Domi, take it yourself. He drops it back. They weren't ready for it. And Nyes gets floored as he tries to shovel it in. Domi was driving in the net with it, and at the last minute he decided to drop it back. Sports Stats, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Marty, hello there. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Hello, everybody on TikTok. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Picking up the pace, moving along. It is a very hard job, yeah. And even forget about the NHL or pro levels. If you've ever tried reffing, even house league, like, things are happening all around. It is a very difficult job at any level. Nathan, what's going on? Welcome in. This is going to get cleared down. 20 seconds, 18 seconds left to go in the power play. 2:50 in the second period. The Leafs dominating 15 shots. Only one shot for the Wings in this period. Bringing it around. Detroit looking to move this over. The power play is going to expire right as the Wings flip this one down the ice. Tried reffing. I sucked. I'd be right there with you. Right there with you. Down in the corner. Wings with it in their own zone. Getting it away from Lorentz. Lorentz, he can't catch up to it. Wings playing it up ahead. Nice little pass to Snevely. This being dumped down. Volino going in the corner. David Kemp and Timmins trying to take it away. Snevely was coming in to help him out, and the Leafs playing it up. Hits Ryan Reeves, and here comes Reaver. Mr. Playmaker. He's going to carry this one in. Dumping it in the corner, being worked through all over Reeves. There was the Detroit defenseman Vero. In the corner, Reeves going back in after it. David Kemp going to head off, as is Reeves. Matthews, he's back on here. Is this going to be dumped in the corner? Riley back here after it. Riley cycling around. Matthews back to try and chip this one out. Matthews going to try the other side now. Needs some help from Riley. They can't do it. Detroit coming away with the puck. Back to the line. Cross ice pass. Here's a shot. That one is blocked and steered to the corner. Matthews back with it now. Going to create some space. Giving it to Marner. Marner to Tanev. Tanev a long pass up. That's intercepted by Berger. All the way down to Tanev. Tanev taking a look. The fans are going to love when... Yeah, I hope they sign him. They have to keep him. He's going to be awesome. In the corner, this working around. Again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming in. Marner, nice job to bring it down, and it comes out over the line. Leafs got to tag up. Last minute to play in this period. Here comes Detroit, looking to get something going. They're lucky this is still tied at 2s. Just at the Leaf line, the Wings going to dump it in the corner. Dries, putting it in there deep. Benoit, he's going to tip this forward. Didn't like his pass. Little 4-letter expletive. Shouted out there after that pass was missed. Wings going to miss everybody, and Wall's going to come out to play it behind his own net. He's going to pass this across. Here comes Myers. Myers going to play it up to Benoit, who dumps this one in. 23 seconds to go. Wings down in their own zone, coming around behind Domi in on the forecheck. He's going to try and lift the stick. Nylander coming in there as well. And the Toronto going to bring this one back. Cycling, Timmins playing up to Tavares. Tavares getting stopped at the line, but the Wings can't do anything with it. Toronto's just going to hang on to it in their own zone as the buzzer is going to go, and the second period is in the books. This one is done. Let's break it all down. Let's go over all the stats. Who's doing what is what, where is what is why, you know, all the hockey stuff. Let's flip over and break this one down. All right. Some nice plays, some nice hustle, some nice energy from this team. Here are the stats after 2 periods. Toronto 24 shots, which includes 15 in that second period, 11 shots for the Red Wings, including 1 in that period. Jonathan, slinging pies. You miss me. Trying to get me with the pies. 13 hits for Toronto, 9 for Detroit. 21 faceoffs, 1 Toronto now up there, 18 for the Red Wings. The Maple Leafs going 1 for 3 on the power play. Red Wings has the same is what I'm trying to say. 1 for 3 as well. 9 giveaways to 8 giveaways. I believe those numbers were fairly close in the first. It was like 7-6. So a couple of giveaways in that second period. Much better in terms of puck control. 5 takeaways for Toronto, 2 for the Red Wings. 15 block shots for the Wings, 11 for Toronto. Let me just take a sip. Cheers, everybody. That's right. And 1 broken stick. Was just spending Ben's points. There you go. Breaking it down, the refs. Bring it down like when the refs see the broken stick. Yeah. Your goal scorers, if you missed the goal scorers, the first period. Christian Fischer, he scored from Cobb. Then it was Lorentz, his first from Ryan Reeves. Then Cobb on the power play from Wallander and Snively. And then Austin Matthews in the second period from Marner and Nyes. Those are your goal scorers. We're tied at 2s. It's 2-2. Excuse me. If we go around the horn, take a look at the scoreboard. The Ottawa Senators wiping the floor with the Montreal Canadiens 4-1, and that couldn't make me smile anymore. The Bruins, they go down to the Washington Capitals 2-0, and the Hurricanes 5-3 over the Predators. So a couple out-of-town games underway. Colorado, Utah, that one also 1-1 at the moment. Let's see who scored for Utah. I'm always Dylan Gunther. He scores from Logan Cooley. And Ivan scores for Colorado. Ivan. I remember watching him in the World Juniors, and I saw Ivan. Who is Ivan? But that is awesome. Chicago 2-0 over St. Louis. And let's see who's scoring in Chicago. They are at home, so is Connor Bedard on the board? No, Ryan Donato is. He scored from Del Mastro. And Kurashev from Connor Bedard. So Bedard picking up an assist. Earlier, New Jersey doing it again, winning 3-1 over the Buffalo Sabres in the Global Series. The Devils won both games playing over there. Tage Thompson scored the lone goal for the Sabres today. Casey Cotter and Timo Meier picking up the goals for the Red Wings. They put on a good show. If you had a chance to catch any of those games, they did a real nice job. And of course, the Florida Panthers defeated the LA Kings 3-1. Philip Deneau scored for the Kings. Barkov, Lundell, and Godoyevich, your goal scorers for the Florida Panthers. We're going to see the Florida Panthers in Game 1, Night 1 of the NHL regular season coming up Tuesday as the Panthers and the Bruins going to go toe-to-toe. It's going to be exciting. Now, a lot of people always want to know, hey, Sam, what happened with all the folks that got put on waivers, all the folks that got sent down? Well, from Toronto's standpoint, they have all cleared. So we don't have to worry about Toronto losing anybody on waivers. Jonathan, I myself am in the Toronto area. So I am a Toronto fan, born and raised from the Toronto area. And we love our Leafs, but we love hockey. So that's why we do more than just the Maple Leafs. We'll bring all kinds of games all season long. And, you know, when the playoffs come, we will be going every night, doing almost every game. It's crazy. We had a blast last year doing 2 and 3 games a night. It was crazy. We had so much fun, and we look forward to doing it again. But, hey, we got lots of time until the playoffs come around. So the question on everybody's mind right now is, hey, what are these rosters going to look like? What are the lineups going to look like? And we know already, we have an inkling of what these lineups are going to look like. So first and foremost, can I bring this up? Let's see. Nope, that's not what I want. Can I do this? Nope, nope. Maybe it's here. I'm just trying to find the right screen. And it's not going to work for me. Darn it. I hope it would have. Let's try from here. That happens when you try things in beta mode. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Maybe it just needs time to load. But we know for the most part what these lines are going to look like. We know the top 6, anyways, to begin this season. We are going to find ourselves with Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, and Matthew Knies. We know that is going to be your top line to start. Now, they have confirmed, coach has confirmed as of right now today, we're going to see John Tavares on the second line. Now, we thought originally he was going to be third line. We thought maybe he would kind of be playing with Patch on that third line. But we know the second line is going to be Nylander and Domi with Tavares. Those 3 are a lock. That is what we're going to see together, which means we're probably going to see Nick Robertson on that third line. Robertson and McMahon, my guess, going to be your 2 wingers. The question is, who's going to be in the middle? Is Pontus Holmberg going to get the third line center duties, or is it going to be David Kempf or Callie Yarncroc? Because Yarncroc is there, and this is where that conversation on what are these lines going to look like, what are they going to do? They got to move somebody out to make space. We know as of right now, we have 2 PTOs. We know Lorentz and we know Pacioretty need spots. So Lorentz is going to be your 4th line player, right? We know Lorentz is going to be on the 4th line. We know Ryan Reeves is going to be on the 4th line. So that means, and we're going to not talk about, we're not going to talk about Connor Dewar right now because we know that he's out. So we're trying to figure out, you got Holmberg, Kempf, and Callie Yarncroc. One of those 3 are going to be the odd man out. And does that mean Pacioretty is going to end up on the 4th line? Or does Robertson and Pacioretty play together and we see Bobby McMahon drop to the 4th line? Bobby McMahon with Steven Lorentz and Ryan Reeves. So it's going to be very interesting how these lines get juggled around. If Holmberg gets that spot, as the third line center with McMahon and Robertson, does that mean Lorentz and Pacioretty end up splitting time on that 4th line? Pacioretty and Robertson showed a lot of chemistry together, so I would certainly want them together. But then what happens with Bobby McMahon? Bobby McMahon deserves more than a 4th line player, in my opinion. So this is the line juggling problem we know we're going to have. Now, eventually, my assumption, because remember, coach wants Nylander to play center. So my assumption is what's going to happen is John Tavares slides down to the third line, right? He goes to the third line. William Nylander comes over to play center. Nick Robertson moves up to play wing with Nylander and Domi, because that was some conversations. Or Bobby McMahon, if you want to leave Robertson on that third line. Maybe your third line becomes Robertson, Tavares, and Pacioretty. And then Bobby McMahon slides up to that number 2 line with Nylander and Domi. I'm okay with that. I'm okay Robertson or McMahon on that second line. Then I think you got 3 solid lines, right? You got Robertson, Tavares, and Pacioretty. Now on your 4th line, you got Holmberg, Kempf, and Callie Yarncroc here to battle. You got Ryan Reeves. He needs a spot, right? So maybe, Reeves is going to be there. He might not be an everyday player. So are you going to sit Yarncroc at times? He's making $2 million. I don't think you want him to sit. David Kempf is making 2.4. And let's just have even more fun. Let's throw Easton Cowan into the equation. What if Easton Cowan sticks around and needs a spot? Now you don't have room for Pontus Holmberg. Does he now become expendable? So this is the issue the Maple Leafs are going to have with their bottom 6 lines. I think part of the issue is solved when Tavares drops down and plays third line center and William comes into that center spot on the second line. But that's going to be a little bit down the road. He still needs to work at it. Playoffs start in 197 days, 23 hours, 9 minutes, and 32 seconds. Chris, that's hysterical. For me, Toronto never having a good face-off percentage right-hander has been a problem for years. It has. But don't forget, a couple seasons ago, the Leafs were kind of 1-2. They were top of the league in face-off win percentage, right? They've dropped down recently. So that's kind of been a problem. Jordan, we're going to be talking Jack-Eye on October 9th. We're going to be talking a lot of Jack-Eye on October 9th. Montreal fans, we kind of went off on them last game for how ridiculous they're being. And by the way, just to kind of follow up, if you didn't see it, Patrick Laine came out in an interview saying that he does not hold Cedric Paré responsible for the hit that injured him and took him out. His exact quote was, "I don't think anybody's trying to hurt anybody. Hockey is a fast game, and I kind of put myself in that situation. The defense tried to make a stop, but it was just an unfortunate collision. He texted me afterwards, which I respected." That's what kind of Laine has to say about Paré. So Laine fully admits he put himself in this situation. So Montreal fans that were going off, freaking out on the world, because it wasn't just me they were freaking out on the world about how Toronto intentionally tried to destroy Laine's career with a vicious knee assault. He comes out and says it's his own issue. And he has a history of doing this, by the way. There are some Patrick Laine clips out there where he cuts across the middle and leaves the leg dangling out there all the time. So it's his own move. It's his own fault. But yeah, we're going to be saving a lot of our Montreal conversation until the Montreal games, when all the Montreal fans are here, so we can have some fun. Oh, it's going to be an absolute blast. Some Had fans sent death threats. Yeah, Hayden, I heard that. They had to like hire extra security for him, and just a very, very unfortunate situation. Going way too far. Bill, what's going on? Robertson has scored against bottom feeders. Everyone wants change, but wants to keep someone who puts zeros on the board during the playoffs. Get rid of him. Bill, he hasn't had a fair chance in the playoffs. Robertson has always been the odd man out. He hasn't been given a real, honest, good look. When you sit a guy for a ton, and then you're like, hey, you're getting the nod, it's very hard to get up and get into the game. It's one thing when you're practicing every day. It's another thing to actually get up and go. JDA, what's going on? Welcome in. So, yes, Robertson is having a great preseason. And again, it's just preseason. Robertson showed at times he had some big goals in the regular season last year. Don't forget, Robertson's average minutes last year were atrocious. He was like playing 6 to 11 minutes a game. He was playing fourth line minutes. Didn't really see a whole lot of time. Wasn't ever put in good situations to excel. For whatever reason, the old coaching regime just had it out for him. And Robertson's showing not just good things with the puck right now, not just good goal scoring. Robertson is showing it at the defensive end of the ice as well. Usually he makes some defensive blunders. That is much improved, at least here in the preseason. When he scored those goals the other night, he came back, he took the body, knocked the body down, went all the way and scored. Against, previous to that, he came in and lifted the stick. I think it was at Montreal. Lifted the stick and turned around, or Ottawa, went in and scored. Like, he's made some pretty nice moves with some good puck steals, some good defensive efforts, then going down. So I see a lot of difference in this kid's game, and I think it's time he gets a fair shake. Part of it, because we talked about how Toronto's roster is so jam full. Part of his issue being the odd man out was he didn't need to go through waivers previously. So every time Toronto needed to make a roster move, they said, oh, we'll just, on paper, we'll put Robertson down, and then we'll bring him up and down and up. And so he was always the guy bouncing around. This year is going to be different. Again, don't forget, this is a guy who said, hey, I don't want to sign here. I don't want to be here. Toronto clearly doesn't want me, so send me somewhere where I'm going to play hockey. This new coach came in, Berube came in. They had a conversation. Of course, there's only a handful of people that know what was said in that conversation. Whatever it was enough that 2 days later, he turns and signs a contract and comes and has the best preseason he's had. In fact, could be the best preseason that any Leaf has had this year. So listen, I hope the best for him. I really hope Nick Robertson is going to turn around and play well. Off the top, we talked in pregame about him, and a lot of people think he's going to be 20 to 25 goal scorers this year. I'm of that mindset as well. I think if he stays healthy and he plays consistent on a third line or second line, depending on how the lines fall, this kid is going to score, and he can shoot the puck. So I'm excited, very excited for what the future of Nick Robertson is going to look like. We know what Austin Matthews is going to do. We're hoping that Mitch Marner is going to have a better season. Now, he should, right? It's a contract season for him. He's due for an extension at any time. Mitch Marner wants the big dollars, right? He's saying, show me the money. Maple Leafs are saying, we already showed you the money and you were nowhere to be found. So the Marner saga, the Marner story is going to be interesting. Is he going to excel because it's a contract year? Please, Tree Living, don't get duped into giving this guy $12 million. I don't think he's worth it. Yes, he's a 90 plus point getter, but the fact is Marner has yet to show up in the playoffs, and that's a big deal. Nylander, we know what we're going to get from him. He's been awesome. I'm excited to see how McMahon and Nyes are going to continue to develop. I think those could be a couple bright spots on our roster. So we have a lot of good things going for us. A lot. And we've seen a lot of those good things happen here in the preseason. Irvin, welcome in. Welcome to the show. Thank you for subscribing and being part of our community. We hope you like hockey because we got a whole lot of it to bring all season long. Yours is welcome in. Welcome to the show. Welcome everybody on TikTok. Now, if you're watching, wherever you're watching, make sure to hop over to the other platforms. Give us a follow. Make sure you're subscribed to us on YouTube. Of course, check us out on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. We're on all your socials. Find us Samwelb 12 Experience, or go to our website, samwelb12experience.com. And if you go to our social page, you can click over to all of our socials, including Discord. If you're a Discord user and you want to join us and join the conversation between games, between streams and videos, find us over on Discord. Just let us know, and one of the mods will drop the invite into the chat. All right, let's get going. Third period is coming up.
Let's go!
Time to play some hockey. There it is. Everyone coming in, hitting that subscribe. Appreciate it. Time to go. Third period. Can the Leafs pull this one out? Detroit is lucky to be hanging around in this conversation through 2 periods. We are tied at 2s. The Leafs looking to blow this one open. Enough's enough. Let's go. It's going to be the Holmberg, Pacioretty, McMahon line yet again to open it up. And here we go. Detroit right away. They're going to bring it into the Leaf zone. Stolen by Toronto. They're going to turn and send this one. Here's a long cross-ice pass, a little too far out of the reach for Pacioretty. McMahon is going to race down. He's going to get there first. Pacioretty going to follow up, putting it around the boards. This one is picked up by Detroit. They can't get it out. Leafs doing a nice job to hold it in. Where's the puck? Now it bounces out. McMahon puts it in, and everybody's got to go and tag up. We need 2 pieces for Marner trade. Can be any 2 positions as long as they're the type of players we need. Yeah, Lee, it's... I agree. You know, my gut tells me they're going to end up coming to some kind of a deal. But Marner would be the type you could move and get a pretty darn good defenseman for. This being flipped down across. And again, it does open up some salary options as well. Wings deep in the Toronto zone. Matthews going to cut it off. Roll this up to Marner. Marner going to get squeezed on the board, but he does get this one out. Nice. Going to play this one all the way down the ice. Husso going to move it around as Matthews was coming in on the forecheck. Wings going to carry it up the middle. Here they come, 3-on-3 into the Leafs zone. Pass across for Bergeron, and he couldn't connect. This going into the corner. Nylander is there. He doesn't get it. This comes over to Matthews. Matthews going to reverse it around far side. Connor Timmins picking it up. Timmy pass across the middle for Benoit. He leaves it for Willie. Willie going to turn. He's going to carry it up the middle. Nice little cut. Willie bringing it in. Willie going. Willie shooting. And that one just misses and does not miss by much. Just coming around all the way back down. Leafs. Tavares going to play it back up again. In over the line is Domi. He's going to send this one across. Ekman Larson around to Tavares. Tavares trying to feed it in front for Willie. Couldn't do it. Ekman Larson, a nice play at the line. Stopped it for a moment, but the Wings following it up. Nice play here by Detroit. Detroit bringing this one in, coming along. Nygaard doing a nice job. Tavares so taking it away. And here comes William. He's going to bounce it up to Domi. Domi flipping it in the corner. Tavares coming in on the forecheck. Going to move this across. Soderblom, he's going to grab it. He's going to start that play. Here we go. Wings up and over the line. Going to flip this one in. David Kemp going to take his man down. Toronto gets it out in the neutral zone. Puck bouncing again. Kemper's going to shoot this one in. Lorentz going in the corner. He comes up. Ryan Reeves waiting for him. Reeves, Lorentz, and Kemp doing an excellent job today on this fourth line. Reeves going to take his man into the corner. This continuing to cycle around. Reeves trying to get a stick, playing it back to the point, but the Wings going to move. A little crisscross action. They're going to bring it in. Here come the Detroit Red Wings. Dumping this one down in the corner was Watson. Coming around to the point on the far side. Toronto, didn't see who that was. Bowled over. I think it was Reeves. Absolutely bowled over his man on the point. Comes to Lorentz. He's going to carry this to the red line. Just dumping it in, and they're going to go for a change. It's Pacioretty now coming on the ice. Patch trying to chase this one down. Comes to Wallander as the Wings. Going to play this back up near side. There's Benoit going down with a little hip bump. Doesn't want to throw that big hit and take a penalty for body checking again. Comes to Benoit. Benoit on the move. Holmberg following him up. They're going to dump this one in. Holmberg in on the forecheck. He can't catch up to it. Timmins can't hold it in, so he's going to play this one back. Trying to move it around. They dump this one in the corner. Chris, what's going on? Welcome in. Go Wings. Toronto playing it back to the line. Ekman Larson going to keep this one in, but it's going to get blown down. So a power play opportunity coming up here.
Third period.
The key parts about trying to play offense, Gord, is
so the Wings going to go back to the box. Rasmussen, he's going to go. Hooking is the call, getting the stick just under the hands of the Toronto player. You can't do that. Anything in and around the hand area, you are going to get a penalty for. So Toronto on the power play, and thank you subscribers. There we go, 24,430. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. So this Wings team much improved from where they were. They're looking for a big season. Here comes Willie, down low, bouncing it to Tavares. He misses. Marner behind the net. He's juking and jiving. Going to feed it up to Nylander. Willie back to the point. Riley cross ice for Matthews. Puck is bouncing on him. He can't control it. Goes in the corner. Detroit. Johnson trying to gobble this one up, but Matthews coming away. Going to play this back to the line. Here's Riley over to Tavares. Tavares going to put this down low. Bounce in front. Quick shot right on. Rebound is there, but Tavares gets leveled. Back up. Here's a shot. That's going to hit a Wings player glove and going into the corner. And Detroit is going to clear this one out and all the way down the ice. You missed my comment about you and Darth Vader being brothers. Oh, Chris. Darn it. I'll have to scroll back after.
Which is very tough to do.
This being dumped in. Marner going to put this one down in the corner, trying to go in here after it. Hanging on to it, setting it up. 1 minute gone in the power play. Matthews, nifty cut over to Tavares. Shooting, scoring, Captain John Tavares. Power play goal. John Tavares just absolutely lets it rip. Oops. I'm putting everybody up on the board. There we go. Tavares gets the goal. Nice little bump pass. Matthews, Marner over to Tavares, and I'm happy for Tavares. He's played hard today. He's been taking his fair licks, and he makes a nice play. He got it. He waited, and then took the shot. JT lets it rip. 3-2 Maple Leafs. A goal by John Tavares. The Leafs take the lead here. Let's see how the Wings respond. Power play goal for Toronto. In the corner, Lorentz, he's going to play this one around. Back to the side, Toronto keeping it in. Timmins with it down low. Matthews and Marner picking up the assists. Here's the fourth line for Toronto battling. Reeves going back in this corner, as is David Kemp. Wings going to cycle it around. Toronto does a nice job stealing it, but then they turn it over. The Wings coming right back the other way. Not the captain anymore. Yeah, Gerard, I need to get a new picture of him. Need to get a new photo. Once he gets some time under his belt, we'll have to find a good one and redo some of the imagery. This being tipped up, working it through. Chris. Up over the line, Detroit bringing this one back in. A little trip up there. Rasmussen was coming in. This coming around, Soderblom in the corner. Timmins going to come away. Ekman Larson getting tied up there. Going to play this ahead. Misses Domi, but it comes to Willie. Willie going to carry it in. Gets by his man. William cutting through the middle. Has it taken away by Justin Hall. Oh, William Nylander. Drop and give me 10 push-ups. You had the puck stolen away by Justin Hall. Ekman Larson getting dumped at the blue line here. Here comes Detroit. Going to play this one ahead. Down the ice, taken away by Holmberg. Holmberg passed it over to McMahon, who chipped it in, and now he's got to chase and follow up. 3-2, Toronto have the lead. 13 minutes left to go here in Toronto. On a clear, dark night. Working through. Detroit on the near side, cycling around, sending it back to the line. It comes out over the line. Nice job by Bobby McMahon to ensure this comes over, and he steals it. Gives it to Holmberg. Holmberg across to Pacioretty. Pacioretty to Holmberg. Holmberg. He's cycling around. This in the corner. McMahon trying to get in here after it. He gets flattened with a cross check. Holmberg coming over. He can't catch up to it. Wallinder, he's going to move this ahead. Red Wings banking it up, and they're going to turn around and bring it all the way back down. Snively, he's going to bring it into his own zone and taking a look. The last shot on net for the Detroit Red Wings was over 27 minutes ago. Over 27 minutes ago, and here come those Wings, and they can't get a shot on net yet again. Wow, 27 minutes ago since the last shot. Debbie, hello there, welcome in. Tanev's going to play this one up and out, down the ice. Wings going to move this one across. 12 minutes to go now. Detroit up over the blue line. Here's a long shot. That one is on net. Congratulations, Detroit. You got a shot. Tavares from Marner or Matthews and Marner, the three best Leafs in that order. There you go, Peter. This coming around far side for Matthews. Matthews along the boards. He's going to get pressed up bunch by Vero. Vero tying up Matthews along the boards there. If they give Marner the same deal they gave Willie, it's a $900,000 raise. Makes him 10-6 now. Yeah, 10-6 isn't bad, but I still think it's a little much for what he brings. I'll be honest, in my opinion, Marner is like a $9 million guy, and even that is slightly high because of his playoff performance. This coming around, side of the net, Toronto putting it back down, working it around the corner. Ekman Larson coming up to keep this one in. Nice little pinch up, bringing it around, down in the corner. Tied up, and Detroit on the move. Near side, Velino bringing it up. They're going to dump this one in. Myers going in after it. He's going to get bumped into the boards by Mazur. Reeves going to steal it away, and Reeves using some feet. I bet Reeves' knees feel better the way he's skating. He's been skating real hard today. Looks like a very different Ryan Reeves. Job, happy to be a fan of this of Sam's Club. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it. Sam's Club. That's funny. Here comes Detroit over the line, 3-on-2 into the zone. Taking a look. Here's a shot. It hits. Wall was looking around. He didn't see it. And now it comes to the other side. Wall having a tough time tracking the puck. Slides across and end up making the save. I think Tavares really made the save. But Wall gets the puck and covers it up. Wow.
Scores the go-ahead goal to give the Leafs a 3-2
Yikes.
lead.
Joseph Wall scrambling there, not tested a lot, looking a little out of position, but had to find his way and cover this one up. Marner is willing to take a team discount like Crosby did instead of 87. He'll take 16. Rich, I was reading that comment. I'm like, do you know who you're talking about? No chance Marner takes a team discount. And then you turn around with that. That was really funny. Treeling giving Marner more than 975. He needs to be run out of town. Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's almost like they should go to him and be like, listen, Mitch, your last contract, you were very overpaid. So we're going to recoup some of that on this new contract. We'd love you to be here, but this is the max of what we're doing. Now, unfortunately, because they don't have a deal done right now, the last thing you want is for Marner to leave town with nothing. So if they do not have a deal done come the trade deadline, Marner might be on the move. However, the problem with a deadline deal trade, especially with someone like Mitch Marner, is you're usually not getting full value for him at that point. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this story plays out. When did Toronto start dominating? Toronto's been playing a decent game, right? They've been playing a really solid game, but don't forget. The roster the Red Wings have put forth today is not an NHL caliber roster. Yes, there are some NHL players on here, but it is not loaded with NHL talent that you would normally see during the regular season. So I would expect Toronto to win a game like this. The fact they're only up by 1, it tells you how well Husso has been playing. Husso has been absolutely insane. He has been absolutely wild. It's hard to say Marner does more than Nylander. He kills penalties and also plays the power play. Possibly a better playmaker. How you pay him less than Nylander? So Nylander, absolutely. Nylander is a better goal scorer. Marner is a better playmaker, but I think that's where the trade-off is, right? That's where that trade-off is. Marner's going to get more assists than Willie. Willie's going to have more goals than Mitch. Nylander has been a better playoff performer, a much better playoff performer. Yeah, so that's kind of where I am. They're two very different style players. Shot right on, and that's a save. Don't forget, Nylander plays power play. Nylander at times comes out and kills penalties as well. So it's not just Mitch. They're also working with William at center, which is going to make him a lot more, give him a lot more of a utility purpose where he can play center. You can move him over to the wing. There's going to be a lot to see there. And Wayne, that's the other piece of the puzzle, right? Toronto has said they will not approach him about waiving that unless they have a solid offer on the table. So there's a lot of kind of cat and mouse that goes into that situation. This coming all the way down the ice. We are under 10 minutes to go. Timmins back to pick this one up. Gonna give it across to Benoit. Benoit with the dump in, and McMahon got a piece of it, not all of it. Bobby Mack still in the corner. Gonna dump this off to Holmberg. Holmberg backs the line for Benoit. He takes the shot. Just going around down in the corner. Holmberg has had an okay game very quietly as it comes to McMahon. Shot right on, and another little scoop glove save there by Husso. I'd like to see more from McMahon, however.
Winning battles on the boards, getting it back to safe spots, and then attacking.
Really needs to up the pressure a little bit. A lot bit. If you're just coming in and joining us, welcome in. Thank you for being here again. Make sure you're tapping that thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that button. Let's go. We're almost at 450, 20 subs away. We'd love for you to sub up and join us all season long. Knives with a shot. That one gets knocked away. Here's Marner. Marner going to flip this one back in the corner. Trying to get through, trying to pick it up. Here's a long shot. It's going to be knocked down. Sasquatch, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see Alfonso. Welcome in as well. Welcome to the show. Toronto picking it up. Here comes Matthews. Matthews going to carry this one up. Jumping it over to Knives. Knives. Sharp angle shot. Matthews got a corner screen there. Knives stealing it right back. Here's another shot from the point with Matthews in front. And Husso again is going to grab and bring this
2-0
one down.
start. They'll take on the Leafs on Thursday.
6 shots for Toronto so far in this third period. 4 for the Detroit Red Wings. On another note, does Vegas play with one less player when Sammy dresses for them? That's really funny. Listen, I'm hoping Sammy has some success in Vegas. I feel bad. I feel bad for Samsonov. Thank you for hitting that subscribe and welcome in. I don't think Leafs will replace Robertson with a new player after his... Yeah, Peter, I don't think so. I think he's going to have a spot. I think he's going to play. You know, I really hope after, and I don't want to say we ran Sammy out of town, but remember, if we fast forward, if we rewind 2 years ago, the Leafs and Sammy went to arbitration, and it was not a pretty situation. They ended up settling before the arbitrator gave their number, and I think the deal was, you know, hey, this is what we're going to give you. If you perform, you know, we'll sign you to another contract and we'll make it worth your while. And Sammy just didn't perform. He did have some stellar games. Let's not knock that. Sammy had some really important games for us, but he was injured a lot. He struggled a lot at times. You know, Joseph Wall came in last year and was rock solid, steady. And when both goalies went down, it was Marty Jones that really saved the day. As Sweet mentioned earlier about Marty Jones, you know, he really, really saved us last year when we needed him. And, you know, Sammy came back at times, but, you know, it was really Wall's show. He makes more money than I do. Sweet, that's true. Very, very good point. Very valid point there. You ran Sammy out of town, Sam. Yeah, it was all me. It was all my fault. I did it. When Teal gets rid of a player, the player usually does better on a different team. Sasquatch, that's so true. How many times have we seen that happen? So many times, right? Where players are gone. Look what happened with Justin Hall when he first went to Detroit. He was leading the league in plus minus for a little while. It was crazy. Then he came down to reality. All right, here we go. Under 9 minutes to go in period number 3. Toronto with the puck. Nylander, he's going to turn and rip this. Tried to send cross ice to Domi. That didn't complete. Tavares back to pick it up, and it looks like Connor Timmins, is going to go to the box. Connor Timmins, a little too aggressive.
Timmins gets caught trying to step up on Johansson.
On Johansson's going to go down. Gets a slash across the hands and across the legs. And down he goes. So Detroit now gets their opportunity to tie this game up here on the power play. You know, it's funny. This one of the assistant coaches behind the bench looks very much like CM Punk. If you're a wrestling fan, you know what CM Punk looks like. Is that Mark Savard?
You might grab a stick at some point.
Looks very, very much like CM Punk. That's scary. Here comes Lorentz. Lorentz off the draw, shorthanded. Going to bring this in. Lorentz, he has Kemp going to the net, driving. He's going to stop, turn around, banking it off the boards. Tried to get it to Tanev, but gave it away instead. Here comes Detroit. Bergeron bringing this one in. Kind of tripped up on the red line. Detroit, nice move, but they turn it over, and the Leafs going to clear this down, and it's actually going to skip off the ice and out of play. Very, very nice drive here by Lorentz, getting things started here early. I like when Toronto plays aggressive on the special teams. When they're penalty killing, when they're aggressive, oh, it really gets me going. Really gets me going. That's how they need to play in the regular season. Get up on the point men. Get up on the puck carriers. Cover your zone. Work your angles. Rotate around. Keep your box. Be aggressive. Holmberg off the draw, loses it. Detroit bringing it back to the line. Working it through. Snively back to the point, trying to get through. Toronto being aggressive. Good job there by Holmberg. Knocked the puck away. Far side. Here's a quick shot, knocked down in front. Toronto gets it to the line, not out. Here comes Detroit again. Here's another shot, and that's going to be tipped and going wide into the corner. Wings playing it back to the point. Setting it up. Snively going down deep. Back to Snively. Snively to the line. Cross ice. Johansson. He's going to tee it up. That one goes just wide. Hit something in front. at 91.5 miles an hour. In the corner, Larson picking it up, and he's going to send us all the way down. 51 seconds to go, and again, the puck is going to skip into the Red Wing bench. Twice that has happened now.
Identify that needs to get better. So what it is,
Resign Marner's mom. That's funny. She's a personality, all right. She is a personality.
The next guy, Holmberg, pressure down on the half wall, and don't let the puck get back to the middle. Pressure down on the half wall and let it play.
So they're doing good. They're playing all right. I don't get the Marner hate. Yeah, he's got to do better in the playoffs, but he's a 90-point guy. How many times? Yeah, Jared, listen, Marner in the regular season, I have no issues with Marner in the regular season. He's frustrating at times, but he gets points. You know, he sets up Matthews when he needs to. My problem with Marner is when it came to the playoffs, he hurt us a lot. He just disappeared. This coming to Detroit, sending it across, back to line. Remember, in the playoffs, Marner never went in the corners. Marner, every time someone came near him, passed the puck away. He was afraid to get hurt. Now, I don't know if he had an injury or something was bothering him, but it was ugly. Here they go, picking it up, and the Leafs going to send this all the way down the ice. 8 seconds to go in the power play.
That's exactly what they want.
Setting up, I bet Marner's mom is a better hockey player. That's going to do it. Power play has expired. No shots on the power play for the Red Wings. Still 3-2, 6:20 to go here in period number 3. Thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate it. Back to the line. This one coming in, playing it around and through. Toronto trying to work it. Nice job by Myers. Myers is having a decent game. We'll look at everybody's individual stats after the game. We'll spend a few minutes and break it all down. So if you have the time here on a Saturday night, we'd ask, give us a few minutes after the game where we run down the stats. He was probably suffering from that sprain he got late in the season. That's true. Very well could have been Hayden. Very well could have been. Reeves bringing this one back. Leafs setting it up. Passing it around, getting some new lines on. Pass up the middle. Reeves going to chop this one in. Backing it up. Here comes Detroit. Detroit going to try the near side. They're going to send it out. And Toronto says, nope, we're going to kick it right back out. Benoit going to play this to Timmins. Long cross ice. Here comes Domi. Domi getting around his man, rolling it into the corner. Over to Tavares. Detroit is there to take it away. They are digging, trying to pull this one out. Rafferty comes away, but Domi takes it, getting it to the line. Here's a shot, hopping everywhere. Willie spinning around, has Tavares in front, tries to feed him. Nice play. And a nice steal here by the Wings. Wings bringing it right down. Here they come underway. The third goal was John Tavares. JT scored the third goal from Matthews and Marner. Putting this one across. Here's a long pass trying to hit William. That couldn't connect. Detroit bringing back the other way. Here's a sharp angle shot. That hits the leg and is deflected. Soderblom trying to get close. He's going to get that puck back. Working it behind Joseph Woll. Woll going the distance here tonight. Soderblom pass. That one is knocked away. Bergen picking it up, feeding it to the line. Trying to feed it to the line. Now he gets it over to Hall. Justin Hall playing it up far side. Detroit going around behind the net. Passing it out in front, shot right on, and a nice save by Joseph Woll. Cutting down the angles, he's going to hang on to it. We got some pushing and shoving in front as Morgan Riley was there and says, none of that stuff. 3-2 Toronto, 4:19 to go as the Leafs doing a nice job. Silly question, do they still have 3 stars at the end of the game? They do. They still have 3 stars, yes. It's not what it used to be, however. It's certainly not what it used to be. But I like that they still do it. He's only like 26. Imagine when he's older and we get a Marner that's no longer afraid in the playoffs. You can't. I agree, Gerard. If he can shake that fear, and again, I don't know if it's fear. Maybe last year he was banged up and hurt. You know, whatever the case was, if he can go in and play aggressive, if he can shoot the puck, because that was the other thing in the playoffs. He was passing the puck. He passed off so many shooting opportunities. So really, 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 really hope that Marner can find that aggressiveness in play. Paulette, how's it going? Good to see you. Don't be disrespectful. Y'all just dropping a hi to Sam, watching my Yankees lovelies. Paulette, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Always appreciate a hi, and you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Hold the phone. This is happening right now. The Rock, the final boss, as the WWE Premium Live event is coming to an end. The Rock has made his return. Unbelievable. Roman Reigns in the ring with Cody Rhodes. The match is done. The event is over. And The Rock, his music hits, and out he comes. Unbelievable. The Rock. Always excited to see The Rock. I'm going to have to watch the replay and watch the whole event. I don't know if you're a wrestling fan, but I'm always excited when the music hits. So what angle are they going to do? I bet they're setting up Survivor Series. All right, here we go. 4:15 to go. As the Leafs going to flip this one out and all the way down. It's the Wings chasing it in there, and Justin Hall beating Pacioretty, going to play this one around. Pacioretty taking a look. The Rock sucked in Hollywood now. He's back. He's very different. Just coming out, working around. What is he doing? He's saying 1, 2, 3.
The Gardens was like that too, right? I mean,
Yeah.
This come around. Interesting. Interesting. Don't know what that means. 3:38 to go. Holmberg in the corner. He's working it up. Trying to get in there. That's it. The event is over. It's gone off the air. Nothing much happens other than him coming out. Dick the Bruiser. Oh, Kevin, that's going back. This coming along to the point. Cross ice. 3:20 to go. Ekman Larson with a shot right on, and Husso going to make that save. So, John, right now, I kind of have that gut feeling. My gut tells me he is going to stay. They are going to work something out. The question is, will the price be right? And that worries me. My gut tells me he is going to stay. I thought in the summertime he was being traded for sure. When the dust settled and nothing happened, as the season was getting closer and closer, my gut tells me they're going to get something done. Here's a shot. That one goes just wide. I was a Stone Cold was awesome. Bobby McMahon with third. Chris, I've often wondered that. Down in the corner, bringing this one around. Toronto on the move. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Here comes Benoit going to play this one up. Toronto still hanging on. 3-2 is the score. Wings going to carry this one down the near side, flipping it into the corner. They are on the move. Tanev back to pick it up, ripping this one around. Again, expect the final roster changes to come kind of tomorrow, as rosters will start to get set by Monday. If there is any big things that happen, we will put a post in our community section, in the post section, so make sure your notifications are on, and we will get you covered with any news as it happens. Domi playing this one back, moving this one across, all the way down the ice. Husso playing this one ahead. Here comes Detroit. 2:12 now to go. Rasmussen bringing this one right up the ice, dumping it off across. Here's a long shot. Caught Wall by surprise. He kicked at the pad, and he's going to hang on to it. With 2:05, nice save.
Detroit pretty fresh. Don't probably need to call a timeout.
That was a nice job.
It looks like.
Now, have you watched talking about Bobby McMahon and Vince McMahon? Has anybody watched the Vince McMahon series on Netflix? I'm a couple episodes in. As a wrestling fan, I've heard a lot of these stories before, but there's some cool behind-the-scenes photos and videos and whatnot they show, which was really, really cool. I do recommend it. If you're a wrestling fan, definitely worth checking it out. John, I'm not a huge baseball fan. You know, I'm a Blue Jay guy, but the Jays have been so bad, I can't get behind them. Where was McMahon born? Like Bobby Mack, Toronto Maple Leaf Bobby Mack? I will double check that for you. This coming all the way down. The Wings pulled their goalie. It's an empty net, and that's going to be an icing call. So the Leafs with the empty net, shooting at the empty net, I should say, as Detroit pulled a goalie. He's from Wainwright, Alberta. So Bobby Mack from Wainwright, Alberta. Rock is 52-year-old, The Undertaker is 59. The Rock and Mike Tyson will be good. Here comes Detroit. Quick shot right on. Wall makes the save. Rebound is there. Matthews picking it up. Behind the net, 2 wings on him. They're going to rifle it around back to the point. Detroit setting it up. Coming across in front. It's there. Wall is down. Sprawled. Everyone's digging at it. And the puck gets covered up. So with 1:35 to go, we're going to get another face-off. Ooh, that was close. Very, very, very close. If you're just coming in and joining us for the last few minutes, welcome in. Make sure you hit that subscribe. That way you can join us all week next week, starting Tuesday. We got live hockey streams Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, not Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 games, 6 days. Going to be a fun way to open the season. You're welcome, Debbie. Detroit off the draw, working it around again, back to the line. Trying to come through. Hayden getting closer with those pies, but he still missed. Bringing it back to the line. Detroit, nice pass. Lorentz couldn't kick that one. Going down deep, trying to tip it. Wall is down. He looked behind him. He sees it in front. He's on the line. He's got it covered. He's using his skates to push on the back of the net to keep him out. Ekman Larson had his stick knocked away by Rasmussen, and so he gave him a whack, and Rasmussen gave him a whack right back. Right, Colin? Exactly like CM Punk. It's crazy. It's absolutely wild. Wall doing a nice job making a big stop. He's holding down that fort.
Where you want to be, because there's lots of spots to bank that in from.
Just crazy, crazy, crazy finish here. Joseph Wall in tight, dropping his stick, using that blocker to help everything it can to keep the puck out. And the Red Wings are calling a timeout here. So timeout for the Red Wings.
Never been on the ice together before.
Maple Leafs doing a nice job holding on to this lead. The way they've been shooting the puck, though, you'd think they would be up a little bit more, but the goaltender for Detroit, Husso, has been outstanding. Been really, really, really good job.
Everyone's on the same page.
So that has been impressive. We appreciate everybody watching along on all social media platforms, so thank you for being a part of the show. Again, we're here all well, most of next week. We hope you'll join us.
Get out there and be on the same page.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Coming up after tonight's game, we're going to spend a few minutes and just go over a bunch of stats. So if you're a stats person, stick around with us. Lend us an extra few minutes, and we'll break it all down for you.
Pop is really strong on the face, like strong player.
Off the draw, this coming back. Yeah, timeout. Actually, we've seen a number of timeouts called. So it's still an empty net for Detroit, a 6-on-5 situation. And here come the Wings, bringing it in. They're going to dump this one in. Last minute. We are under a minute. Leafs with a 1-goal lead here, 3-2. Matthews picking it up. He can't get it past the Red Wing player. Chopping at it. Trying to get this one through. Detroit going to come away. Tanev racing over to the far side. Matthews back to help out. He's going to come away with it. He's going to flip this one up. It's going to bounce. It's rolling. Does it have enough? No, it just goes wide, but no icing as Holmberg was able to get up there. It just went wide. 30 seconds left to go. Here come the Wings. They're going to flip this one in. They're racing for it. Crichton, what's going on? Welcome in. And oh no, this is going to be cleared up and out of play. Is Timmins going to be going for delay of game now? With 19.7 seconds, Connor Timmins is going to go to the box. It's going to be a 6-on-4 situation. It means, however, Toronto can ice the puck now without stoppage. But it's a 6-on-4 situation. Detroit has the goaltender out. Ooh, this is how you close out the preseason. Good battles here, making it a little bit exciting. Again, welcome in, everybody. We're 3 friends away, 3 subs away from getting to 35. If you haven't subbed up, find that subscribe button and give it a poke.
It wasn't called going out.
Off the draw, this coming back. Toronto going to hammer around the glass. It's going to come out and all the way down. Ship Timmins out. Colin, I think he might be on his way. 9 seconds to go. Detroit has one last rush. They're going to bring this one in. Toronto's going to stop it at the line. Detroit just holds it. They turn. Here's the shot. It's going to be blocked and steered aside. The Maple Leafs hold on and win. They close out the preseason with a victory. Big win here for the Maple Leafs. Joseph Woll finally coming up with a W. It wasn't pretty, but they grinded it out. They made it happen. Let's go and break this all down.
As it was.
All right, it's a final score, final marker. Let's run through your game stats. Let's take this here. All right, your goal scorers. Christian Fischer opened it up with an assist from Andrew Cobb. Then it was Reeves and Lorentz. He gets the goal from Ryan Reeves. Then Andrew Cobb, he scores from Wallinder and Snively on the power play. Going into the second period, it was Austin Matthews. He scored from Mitch Marner and Matthew Knives. And then in the third period, to put it away, John Tavares from Matthews and Marner. Toronto 33 shots on goal to Detroit's 20. Leafs with 21 hits, 12 for the Red Wings. 32 faceoffs won by Toronto, only 24 by the Wings. Toronto goes 2 for 4 on the power play. Detroit goes 1 for 5. 11 giveaways from Toronto, 9 for Detroit. So again, a very good third period. The first is where all the giveaways happened. The rest were brutal. Block shots, 20 block shots from Detroit, 15 for Toronto. All in all, Toronto dominated the pace of that play. Again, Detroit very weak in terms of shots on net. They had 1 in the second period, 9 in the third, 10 in the first. Toronto's big period was that second period where they had 15 shots on net. It was absolutely wild. When we break it down, when we look at the individual performers for the Maple Leafs, your point getters, Matthews with 2 points, a goal and an assist. Mitch Marner, 2 points, 2 assists. John Tavares, he had a goal. Ryan Reeves picks up an assist. Lorentz picks up a goal. And Matthew Knies picks up an assist. Nylander led all players with 5 shots on net. Bobby McMann with 4. Tavares with 4. Matthews with 4. Marner, Knies with 4 as well. Time on ice, Morgan Rielly led the way there. That can't be a surprise. He did it all the way through the season last year. 23:49 time on ice for Morgan Rielly. Tanev right there with 22:47. Ekman-Larsson with 20 minutes. Marner just ousted Matthews, leads all forwards with 19 minutes, 33 seconds. Matthews, 19:28. Your least amount of time on ice was Ryan Reeves, under 10 minutes at 9:45. Your big hitters for the Maple Leaf in this game, Simon Benoit, 4 hits. McMahon, Pacioretty with 3 hits apiece. Matthews, Lorentz, Holmberg, Ekman-Larsson all with 2 hits. Chris Tanev, 5 blocks today. 5 blocks, that's huge. Timmins, Rielly, Myers, and Knies all with 2 blocks. For Detroit, your on-ice leader was Johansson with 23:54. Bergen was second with just under 20 minutes. Your wing point getters, Andrew Cobb, 2 points, a goal, and an assist. Wallinder with an assist. Snively with an assist as well. And Fischer with that goal. Shots on net for the Wings. Danielson had 5 shots on goal. Cobb and Bregson had 2. Your hits for the Wings. Rafferty with 3 hits. Fischer with 2 hits. And your blocks, Janssen with 4 hits. Velina with 4 hits. Dries with 3 hits. So all in all, a very nice game. A very well put together game. An enjoyable game from a Maple Leaf fan standpoint. Now, again, it all gets going for real on Tuesday. Hopefully, you'll be able to join us for the Boston Bruins and the Florida Panthers. That one is coming up. We're going to get all of these next week games live. So check back our main channel homepage. You'll be able to set reminders and hit the likes for those early. Sweet, you're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you to all of our moderators for hanging out with us both on Facebook and, Twitter. My goodness, I can't speak. YouTube and TikTok, and we will be on Facebook as well for the next game. Thank you to all of our gifters. We appreciate it so much. Richard, thank you so much for everything. And our big members, Onyx, Noah, celebrating some memberversaries today. Thank you to everybody who supports our channel through the variety of ways. If you found us for the first time today and you came in and you hit that like or hit that subscriber, just checking us out to get a fever of what an actual creator does to make his own play-by-play content. Thank you for giving us that opportunity. We really appreciate it. And we look forward to having you a part of our community as we talk hockey, we enjoy hockey, and we celebrate the game of hockey together. So thank you for a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. You'll see us on Sunday. Make sure that subscribe button is checked. That notification bell is on, set to all, and your notifications are enabled. We don't want you to miss a thing. Thank you. Good night. Go Leafs go. And hey, see ya Tuesday night. Panthers, Bruins, let's go.